let me pour myself a drink.
Yeah, pour yourself a drink. Pour yourself a beverage. You wino. What wine is it?
Today, I am drinking a Chianti.
It's hard
As
to
Jim
take that
Hopper,
seriously.
I know, as Jim Hopper would say, it's a Chianti.
With a
As
fava
Jim,
beans and a bottle of Chianti.
it's a good. It's like an old school bottle, And I got myself a small glass.
It's a tiny glass, just
A salud, a salud.
a nibble's worth. Just a
What?
swallow's worth.
What about the nose?
Well, some people drink wine, some people date.
What about the booty?
With long legs and a smooth finish. Sounds like you need a woman.
I'm glad that they put that movie up for like $5 on digital.
I'm not glad that they put it for $5, and I just wish they would have kept it for fucking free.
Dude, as much
The way
as
God intended it.
as much as I would have loved, as much as I love free shit, especially watching that movie for free, like that would be great. But like,
Of course, it would be fantastic then.
but it's like now having House Guest as part of my digital collection. It's like, see, like I don't know how digital works. Like a lot of people say, well, if you buy digital, you don't really own it. I don't know what that means. Like,
It's
like
true.
I guess they could take movies away. I mean, they can definitely alter it. I know that for
Well,
sure.
here's the thing. In very short, it's you don't own it. Like that's why, as far as a collector, you have a lot of physical copies of things. You actually have. It's the best thing you could do because you technically own it. In other
Yeah.
words, everything on YouTube, like I've subscribed to YouTube, of course, you have YouTube. Everything you have, you could download on your phone, but it's gone the moment they want it to be. You don't actually own it.
Right. I mean, because
So
I also know for sure that they can alter it however they want because I can't tell you how many times I'm going through my digital movie list, like on Apple.
right.
Like I have an Apple movie digital collection. I have Fandango at home. Fandango, previously called Voodoo. I have an Amazon Prime digital library as well because it is. It's like certain things that you might be able to find on like on Amazon Prime that you can't find elsewhere, like Gacy
Yeah.
with what's his name? Why can't I think of the actor? The dude who played Francis in in
I don't remember.
Pee-wee's,
I don't.
Pee-wee's
the
Big
name.
Adventure.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Pee-wee, listen to reason.
I don't think I ever he's one of those guys. I don't think I've known his name,
Well, yeah, I mean,
but I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah, he pops up every now and then. I mean, he was in the movie Stream, and I loved it because it was him and Jeff.
Pee-wee.
Yeah, Pee-wee, listen to reason.
Just that face. That
Pee-wee, shh, I'm listening to reason. I used to be able to do the laugh. I don't know if I can. Like I do it every once in a while because like my buddy like loves it. But dude, for real, you're done with Stranger Things now.
I am. I'm officially done.
You are officially done with Stranger Things. Did you see the 9th episode?
The 9th episode?
Yeah, the episode that like everybody was talking about that they were gonna like put out like a week later. Everybody's like, oh my God, there's a secret episode that they're putting out. Everybody's gotta watch it. There's a secret episode. And it was like, I think January 7th, everybody's like, yeah, it's coming out today. Everybody's like sitting by their TVs, like their Netflix, like waiting for like 8 o'clock or whatever the hell time they all agreed this 9th episode was gonna be on. Nothing. And it was it was just like everybody was so convinced that there was a 9th episode, that there was an extra episode.
Yeah, not even familiar with that, but that's wild that people waited for. I mean, you saw the end, like,
dude. I mean, and that's the thing because it's
just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, no, this is really what happened, but because it's like, where can you go from there? For real,
dude. What a culmination, though. From like the build, and it's funny too for someone like me that pretty much just binged it within like a couple weeks. So I didn't have that time, like the years to wait and watch them grow. Like you forget when in the last episode, when they're doing like the flashbacks of like, those moments, especially when Mike was looking at when that final scene with Mike and 11 and they were talking and she's talking to him in his mind. And and they're just showing, like, when he first met her and stuff. It's like, "Holy god, dude, literally a third of the size."
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's just so crazy, man, and I could go on for hours about the symbology of it, but that's for another show.
Oh, dude, I
Like,
totally
there's
get that
so
because
much to it, like
I'm sure,
yeah.
and it's like you catch more of that than I
Mhm.
do, because like I
There's
know
a
it's out
lot.
there. I know it's out there. I'm not like me. I'm just like I'm still like at that point where like I can just enjoy a show without like thinking too
Yeah,
deeply
yeah.
into it because like Stranger Things gives you like a lot to think about while you're watching it as it is.
And the
And
beauty is, just to add to that, is they kinda spoon feed it to you too. So, it's
yeah, it's like new
it
video games,
yeah.
like the new video games that tell you which buttons to press and don't give you the opportunity to figure things out. But on top of that, people are still trying to figure things out. People are still trying to understand, like, well, this probably happened when this happened, and this probably happened when that happened. It's like, okay, well, there's no probably. And I think that a lot of people had took issue with the fact that after the show ended, obviously there are questions. People are wondering certain things, and the Duffer Brothers came out with answers to these questions, and it's like, but why are you answering these questions after the show
After the
ended
show, yeah.
and didn't answer it during the show?
Don't you
So
think it would
like
have
that
been more Idonious to answer it at the end of the show?
exactly. It's like maybe make like an actual season of a TV show and not just 8 episodes. It's like even Buffy the Vampire Slayer, those were hour-long episodes with commercials, obviously. So after commercials, it's like 42, 45 minutes apiece. And those were they were like 20 something episodes a season.
Yeah, well,
Now,
syndication's 24, was it not back then?
yeah, it was yeah, exactly. Something to that extent where, because like certain seasons you'll look at and it's like, okay, there was only like I think like maybe somewhere between like 8 and 10 episodes the first season
Yeah.
because it was like it was like a mid-season, like it came like mid-season, like mid-television season,
Right, right.
however, it's described. But then after that, every season was somewhere between like 20 and 24 episodes.
I mean, if I recall correctly, I think Stranger Things was one of the first ones to fuck up that whole syndicate, I think they were the first ones, like, because I was just watching a video on it, with the Coffee and Colts chick. She was bringing up the whole beginning of it, and I think they were one of the first ones, if I recall her saying that correctly, that they would first like to drop like, okay, 8 episodes a season and that's it. And it's supposed to be a standalone. Apparently it's supposed to be more of an anthology based thing. So the story that took place during the first season was supposed to be self-contained.
Oh,
But the
wow.
show blew up to such a degree that Netflix like, here's millions more. Keep making more seasons.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay. And actually it does kind of make sense midway through, like if the end, how that ended, you could tell that obviously wasn't the original ending because they were already asked to make more mid-season.
Right.
But you can tell that like the initial design probably was set up to just end it at that point. Like that's the story and this is the end. But
Yeah.
people went fucking ballistic, and they had to keep making it.
Well, I mean, it's understandable because, when you're watching a show and you fall in love with these characters, you just kind of want to see more of it. Kind of like what happened with Halloween. Michael Myers first
Right.
movie, people loved Michael Myers, so that's what Halloween became. So when the third movie came out, Season of the Witch, people were like, "What the hell is this? This isn't a Halloween movie." So a lot of people hadn't took issue with it because it was a movie outside of the whole Michael Myers lore, but that was the original idea. The original idea was to do an anthology-based
Yeah.
set of movies. It wasn't originally supposed to be all about Michael Myers. It was supposed to be anthology horror. Every Halloween movie was supposed to be a different story.
And we talked about this. I was so curious what it would have been like if they actually accomplished that. I think it would have been cool, man. Like, because I love 3. Like, you and I both fans of 3.
I
And
love it.
yeah, dude, it's fucking great. And you love the stash, so
Oh, hell yeah.
you gotta love, like
Yeah, you can't mess with
he's
the,
always a
with the
solid actor.
yeah, you can't mess with Tom Atkins' mustache.
Dude.
You put it against Tom Selleck's mustache, it'll win any time.
Oh yeah, because no, his has that tension, that tinsel like strength to it.
Yeah, and, like, the dude screams, man, like, when he's on the phone again, "Stop it!" Like, "Make it stop! Stop it!"
Dude, fucking Tom Atkins, man.
And, dude, the dude was awesome at the horror convention also, man.
He was
Great
cool,
dude,
man.
great
Yeah.
dude.
I
Dude in
forget
his
the shit he was
80s.
saying, but
Yeah.
he had jokes, man. He was funny.
Yeah. Cool as hell, man, like, and that's what you get when you get, like, a lot of these older gentlemen who've been through it and seen it. I mean, it's like because it's Tom Atkins, Dr. Chalice, Halloween 3, and the joke every year is it's like, oh, what is the joke? It's something about like if you don't do this for Halloween, Tom Atkins is gonna come and fuck your mother.
It's
Dude, there are so many Tom Atkins like
the
memes
stash
during
is
Halloween.
coming for your mom.
Oh yeah, like there's one where it's like, hey, check your candy, and it's like a picture of Tom Atkins' ass from Halloween 3. It's like, check your candy for Tom Atkins' ass this year. Make sure.
This candy tastes like ass.
Oh well, of course, it's Tom Atkins' ass.
Dude, does it have a stash on it?
Yeah, well,
Stash ass?
Tom Atkins has a great ass. Don't you dare say that. Don't you dare.
Don't you write that stash in.
And dude, like one of my favorite scenes with him, and it was in Creepshow at the beginning of the movie when he smacks the kid, which was Stephen King's son, Joe Hill.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's reading these like terrible like horror comic books. Smacks him, throws the comic book in the garbage. It's like that's why God made fathers, babe. That's why God made fathers.
That's right. The line.
I love it, dude. He had that 8x10. I asked him to write that on it. That's why God made fathers, babe. That's why God made fathers.
Legend, man. The legend.
Dude, absolutely,
Tom
man.
Atkins.
Oh, another one of my favorite things that he did was in the My Bloody Valentine remake. He's like breaking up a fight.
Yeah.
He's bringing up a. He just screams. The way he screams is like, it's like, stop it, God damn it! Like just the way he screams, and it's so loud, and it's like, dude, I probably would have cried if like Tom Atkins like really screamed at me that way, because it was so like, shut the fuck up, like.
Dude, you can tell
it was
like,
real, man. It was real. Like
he's got like the dad voice. He's got the angry dad voice.
Yeah. Yes, and I'm sure he would have that disappointed. God
damn it! Yeah. Just scream. Like, do you remember that one video? It's like angry dads, and the one guy, he's like fucking with the ceiling fan, and the thing goes out. He's like, God damn this fucking house! I hate this fucking.
Or the one, like, didn't one have like
I hate this fucking house.
Like the light fell on his head. He's like, fuck,
dude.
They added it to like a bunch of songs too.
Dude, angry dads, not growing up with one, never got to enjoy that, So,
oh man, no, yeah,
it's so funny.
I love my dad, that, but like, he's gotten like I've seen him angry.
Oh,
I've felt him angry.
I've seen him angry too.
It's like, yeah, you have. That's true. That's true. I'm sure he's yelled at you too a couple of times.
He's never yelled at me, but like I said, I told you before, one of the funniest things is I knew I was part of the fam when he looked at me for a second when he's about to blow up, and then he's like, "Yeah, fuck it, he's been here long enough." That's fucking. He stopped to look at me, go, "Yeah, should I wait?" Nah, he's part of this.
Yeah, it's like he's seen it. And you're lucky that you were never one of our friends that he yelled at, man, because he had no problem doing that. If you if he really thought you were doing something stupid or fucked up, he would have just fucking said it. He might have even smacked you if he thought it was bad enough.
Yeah, and I would expect nothing less.
It's like, oh, you're part of the family.
Medica.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's funny because I obviously I've lived with him for most of my life, and I know people who do a better impersonation of him than I do. I try. Like, I can't even do that good of an Italian accent.
Dude, the scream though, man, like from just the Joey, just
all the time.
Echo for miles. It's the dad voice.
Yeah, exactly.
The superpowers of dads. Dude, there's a certain thing. It's like
exactly.
A
it's like, dude, if you ever want anything, if you ever end up in the upside down, bring my dad with you. He'll yell the Demogorgons away.
Dude, like Vecna would come out, Verka.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, like when like just when he would tell you to get out, like when he was like really pissed, get the fuck out of here. Like I could totally, you know what I mean? Like if he did that to like a Demogorgon,
I could hear
gone.
it. Like
gone. And it's like we talk about how people are disappointed in you that just get out of here.
Yeah.
Like that's my dad's disappointment. Get the fuck out of here. That's like there's no just get out. It's get the fuck out of here, like loud,
Dude, not to deter, I just want to go back for a second because what were your thoughts on the end of the show?
I thought it was pretty. Like I thought it was
it was pretty.
I thought it was a sweet ending.
I thought it was a
You
good
know,
wrap up. You know what I mean? Like, just they put it a
yeah,
big, nice bow on it, and that was it.
but exactly. It's like half of the show was the battle. Then there was Vecna like gurgling for 10 minutes, like hanging over
Oh
that
my
rock.
god, it was
I'm
like
like, what? Like he's just in it.
a boiling pot of coffee. It's like, take it off that pot already.
Exactly. I'm like,
it's like it's done.
it's like I'm watching this and I'm like, the hell, man? Like, and it was like the first and only fuck in the whole season,
Yeah,
series, which is like you fucked with the wrong family. And
That's
then,
right. And
then
Joyce had
takes
to
like
do it,
another
right?
10 minutes to chop his head
Chop
off.
the head off. Like, how
I'm
many
like,
chops does it take?
it's
Like a
like,
Tootsie
I
Roll
think,
pop. Like, how many
exactly. It's like,
chops?
exactly. It's like the dude's decayed. Like, why
Yeah.
is this taking so long? I
Dude,
bet
you can
Bob,
see he's just a bunch of vines. Like, just
yeah,
chop one each.
I bet Bob Newby could have done it.
Bob Newby would
But
have.
you stood there while he got eaten by a demo dog, like a Three Musketeers.
That's because she ultimately wanted Hopper.
Of course, and I think Hopper definitely ultimately wanted Joyce also, because the fact that he's just standing there like shooting one bullet at a time. And
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't know enough about guns to know how many bullets you could shoot with that gun at a time, but
Yeah, it depends on the gun. But.
you know what I mean. Even if it's semi-automatic, you can like
Oh no,
and-
he knew. He was like green light. he was like, this is a perfect opportunity because I still play the hero and he gets to go away.
And he looks at Joyce like, bitch, if I'm ever stuck in a Russian prison,
Yeah,
you better fucking get me because I did this for you. I did
All
this for
you.
us.
Yeah,
I did
I
this
let
for
Bob
us.
Newby die for us.
Superman Bob. What was
the
it?
plane is gonna make it.
Bob Newby, the superhero.
What was the Radio Shack? Was that what he worked at?
Yeah, he worked at Radio Shack. He knew how to speak basic. He knew all that good shit.
He was a basic
But-
bitch. That's what he was.
Basic Bob.
Basic bitch Bob.
Basic bitch Bob. But I thought the wrap up was cool, as far as knowing where everybody is at certain points in their life, like a year later. And it's funny that like I always find it funny when it's a year later and everybody changes so dramatically.
Yeah.
It's like
massively.
now Nancy has like a Duran Duran haircut. It's got the rolled up
Dude,
sleeves.
half of them are married, divorced with kids. Like,
Yeah,
they're
right.
fucking
I know. It's like
battle wounds.
It's like, well, I got my 7 nuggets.
yeah,
and,
7 nuggets.
Robin grew her hair out, but it's like you have no idea what happened to her girlfriend. You have no idea.
Oh,
what
Molly
happened
Ringwald? Yeah.
Yeah, what happened with Dustin's
Timu,
girlfriend?
yeah.
Yeah,
He disappeared.
And you hear the story that Mike tells about 11 being in this area where there's 3 waterfalls and all that stuff, and it brings about the question: was that him just making up a story that, hey, she lived because he's a storyteller, or is there something behind it? Like, is that really what happened?
Well, it feels like a massive coping mechanism, but at the same time, it's a great story because of the potentiality that exists within that story. Like I
That's
choose
fair.
to believe that. Like, in other words, I know she's probably dead. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, or stuck in that realm, but that realm was pretty much imploding. So it's because after all, it was the in between. Like it was. What do they call it? What do they refer to it as? The
Upside down.
the bridge.
Oh, the bridge.
Well, the upside down was the bridge.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was-
yeah. I got it.
It wasn't
I got it.
actually a realm so much as just the connecting point to what they refer to as the abyss, the other realm, and that's the initial realm in which Levin sent Henry into, and then that what was created was the bridge, which was the upside down. That was like the temporal zone that was in there. So like, it's cool, like when you look at that aspect of it, because once again, the symbology behind it, which I could expand upon, but not I'm going to do that here. But like there's that connecting point, so when you see the reciprocating processional hyperboloid torus sphere, it's that connecting point. So you had the 2 realms there, and then that bridge was in fact, as they determined, the upside down.
Yeah, I think she's just dead. I think she died, and like you said, a coping mechanism. I think that's just the story that he tells himself to be able to deal with.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not out of hatred. It's like, oh, fuck 11, she's dead. No, it's because that shit happens.
Oh, dude, crushed me.
Yeah,
I
she
loved
gave
11, my favorite.
Yeah, she gave up her life to save her friends. That's what.
Well, save her
heroes do.
friends, and also to save the whole construct of her existence. 'Cause,
Exactly.
like, she would have been hunted, because even if you would have killed that Linda
Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton, The fucking dude, she looked like I don't know how to explain it. Like that the hair, like that giant, like she looked like almost like a little baby war soldier, you know, like carved out of wood and just like
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I knew it was her. Like, I didn't know that she was in it, didn't know anything about that, but I knew the second that I saw her eyes over that,
yeah,
like,
but you
face
didn't think
mask.
she looked really different from what like I mean
Oh,
she's aged, but
absolutely,
like she looked
absolutely. She's definitely aged. I mean, I'm not I just recognized the eyes immediately.
I just like the hair though, like and like it just really was like, wow,
Yeah,
she's
she had the Gary Glitter going on.
I'm so
Like, the
used to like the Terminator look, you know, like
yeah. No, dude,
the
of
Gary
course.
glitter. That's exactly what
That's exactly what it is. It's like an oversized Elvis hairdo, like, just Gary Glitter.
it's like the aggro soccer mom haircut. It's like the fucking, you know, man hating, like I, you know, rip dicks off and throw them in the garbage. It's,
Right. I mean, dude, I love Linda Hamilton. I think
I love
she's
her too,
great.
but
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
blown away,
yeah.
like because I didn't like when I first saw her, I'm like, she looks familiar, but I'm like, who is that? And I'm like, wow, like they made her look really different from what she, you know.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, but you also kinda wonder, does she look that different, or was it the makeup? You know, I think she you know, I mean, I've seen videos of her where she's just, like, sitting on the floor, having a cigarette, and, like, people walk by, it's like, "Hey, you're Linda Hamilton." She's like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" Taking a puff of her cigarette, it's like, "Hey, yeah, I'm Linda Hamilton, nice to meet you."
How's it
You know,
going?
"How you doing? It's good to meet you.
Dude, she was a nasty bitch in
The
that
world
fucking.
is about to end, and,
She never would
you
have
know."
stopped though. Like none of them would have ever stopped.
Exactly, and it makes so much sense for 11 to just be like, "You know what? Fuck this. I can't run
Well,
anymore."
also like, you know, the
Plus, because, you
what's her
know,
sister's
but,
name? I don't remember the sister's name. Number
um,
8. I just called it, you know, she's 8 obviously, but it's
yeah,
but like she gassed her head up,
Akuma or
you
something
know.
like that? Not Akuma. That's from Street Fighter.
I don't but that she gassed her up. She was like, "Let's just kill ourselves because it's never going to be over."
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
mean, she wasn't in her like, you know, completely wrong, but like it annoyed me because it's like, "Bitch, get the fuck out of here." Like let us save the fucking day. Stop being
But
a
I
fucking
mean
Debbie Downer. Like just
you know, 11 was gonna do it, you know? She
yeah,
was
but I
like,
mean, she's a badass. Like I feel like this. Like you know, I love 11, so I wanted her to live because I was like, you know, you could. Why did nobody kill Linda Hamilton? Like I just don't get. Like everyone else dies, but this bitch lives. And then like at the end, you know, when she's gone, it's like everything just stops. Like they're like,
yeah.
damn, she's gone. All right, you guys can go. Go rebuild the town.
Her name's Kali.
Mm,
Kali. I didn't
that's
even know
it.
she had a last name, apparently.
Golly, yeah.
What does it say? I had to look it up 'cause I forgot the name too.
I don't
Because
remember because you know it's like you're
she's
not paying
such
attention.
she's such a significant character that, like,
I care less.
yeah, Prasad, Kali Prasad, and I don't think they even ever mentioned that she had a last name,
I don't.
but
Yeah, I she that character did nothing for me as far as that show. It was
yeah,
like
me neither. You know, when you first see her, it's like it's an interesting, you know, story,
well,
but that's
the
it.
first time is a throwaway episode. It's like the
It's
one
just
filler episode.
yeah, it's just interesting. That's about it. You know, it's like I really don't care about this character. It's like, please leave.
Dude, we were talking about this, I think, yesterday. And the one thing I want to add to that right now is there is a really hilarious level of like dialogue that takes place where you have to just presume time stops because you have this discourse. Like, for example, when Jonathan and Karen or Nancy are sitting on the desk where they're in that
Yes,
melted candle,
yes,
like it's like everything's just everything just looks like melted 3D plastic. Like it's
yeah,
all just melting in them. And they have that whole moment where they realize, I don't want to be with you.
yeah,
Could you not unmarry me? That was like a 20-minute scene. And it's
yeah.
like you guys were drowning in seconds. And then like it just stopped. Like even the stuff went, I'm so bored with this. I'm just gonna harden up. Like and, like you could tell like the thing was like, we want
Yeah,
to kill you, but like you bored the fuck out of me. So we're just
exactly.
gonna freeze up.
And see, like, that's the thing. That's the thing too, because, like, you kind of look at this whole series, this whole show, and it's like they do that a lot.
They do. That's and I wanted to add to that because you were brought up, and it's a valid point. There's a lot of those moments where, don't get me wrong, I dig the exposition, I dig the scenes, but it's hard to. It's like you're in a time crunch right now. Like,
Yeah,
how is this scene playing out right now? Are we to presume you could just freeze time? Because
yeah. And that whole scene, it was like like you said, everything's melting.
Dude,
And
melting at a great rate. Like it's like
yeah, and I get, being like, "Listen, we might die. I just want you to know I wanted to marry you, but since
yeah.
we're dying, I don't need to, I'm just gonna tell you, I really don't
Would you
wanna marry you."
unmarry me? And then you
Exactly.
hear
"Can you not marry me?"
no.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they toss the ring and it's like all that shit that was falling is now solid.
Yeah.
How great is that? What a
How
coincidence. How lucky are you
how serendipitous.
that
Like
the fucking walls of jizz have now become fucking just solid.
the fucking melted gray matter just sitting there, just
Yeah.
dried up.
I mean, dude, like,
You could tell it was like, get out. It was like, just get the fuck out. Just leave.
yeah, kindly leave.
Kindly leave.
Yeah. We were talking about Hopper in
Yeah.
season 4 when he breaks his ankle to like be able to walk, you know,
To be able to
breaks
escape.
his ankle to be, breaks his ankle to be able to escape. And I'm watching, I'm rewatching season 5 and
Did
like,
you get to the part where he jumped off the roof after that?
yeah, exactly. And but in season 5, I think it was either the first episode at the very end or at the beginning of the second episode where Holly gets tossed into the bookshelf and she's still able to get up and run. She's a kid.
Yeah.
You like I get that kids can bounce back a lot easier than adults, but she just got thrown into a bookshelf that would have killed her.
Okay, so since we're going down the route of extreme suspended disbelief,
Yes, exactly.
I have many contentions with that because this fucking show. Don't get me wrong, I love the show. So I'm just this is playful.
Yeah,
ranting.
it's just certain things that you notice, and it's like that it's a TV show. You know that they're not going to like be like, okay, we got to make this as realistic as
Yeah.
possible. She
Yeah,
just hit the
I get it.
bookshelf. She dies. Like she's going to fall on the floor. Like when you watch an old Family Guy episode, and like when they fall, it's like the arms on the back, the one arm's up, and like the leg is between. Just
Dude, the fact that the both Wheeler parents were still alive doesn't make any sense to me. The fact that Karen was capable of going down into the basement the basement of the hospital and think, I'm gonna just throw an oxygen tank, and distract him. Dude, she was on death's door. How the father was still alive? Wasn't he induced into like a coma at one point?
yeah, something like
Yet
that.
he was
Yep.
completely fine. When we last saw the physical form of Max, she was blind with 4 broken limbs. And somehow those limbs and her eyesight came back while laying in bed. And
But-
just one more point. And
Good,
Nancy,
good.
I just had to get this out. When did Nancy become like an expert marksman? How she outgunned fucking actual military fucking operation, like guys, blew me away. Don't get me wrong, it was a cool moment, but it's like how would you all of a sudden you're a gun expert now?
She
When did
practiced
you
in
become?
between seasons. She practiced in between seasons. There was 2 years between seasons 4 and 5. So,
It has to be right.
but it's very Sarah Connor. You know what I mean?
It just blew me away though because I'm like, okay, she just literally
Yeah.
nailed like everyone. She was like, do, 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 do.
Season 1, you find out that she can shoot. That she's got perfect aim. She's the one that you want to give guns to because she does her shit. And it was funny. It was funny how Eddie was like, "Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say guns? Like, I never realized you owned a gun."
A gun, let alone many
Yeah,
guns, and
let alone
an entire rack. What am I gonna do with a gun rack?
You better be easy, Wayne. Better take it easy. Well, I don't know what she said. It's like, you're going to lose me.
You better be careful.
I lost you
it.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Get the net.
we broke
But,
up.
But yeah, there's a lot. I mean, with Maxine, at least she was in a wheelchair. That was kind of believable,
Oh, I know, but it's just like she
know?
was her eyes. Do you remember she was bleeding out her eyes? They were
Yes.
glazed over and she couldn't see. And then she's skateboarding. You're it's just so
Yeah.
wild. Like it's like I get it. Trust me, I get it. You want a happy ending, you want to wrap it up with a bow, but it's just funny, like the laws of physics and just the way mechanics and everything work in TV shows are just so convenient a lot of times. It's just funny.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's just certain things you're just kind of like, could that really change that much in a year?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I get it. Robin's alone. She's not with whatever the girl's name was, Tammy or something, whatever. I can't remember the name.
Oh yeah,
because she was
she was
so
in love with
important.
Tammy, right? That was the initial girl, right?
Yes, that was it.
That
But
wasn't the Timu Molly Ringwald over. That
no,
was
it wasn't the Timu Molly Ringwald with the yellow teeth. It was some, but
yeah, the candy teeth,
yeah, fucking
the candy
like it makes sense
striper.
that she might. Yeah, it makes sense that they could have broken up a year later. You
Yeah, but
know,
they didn't say like it just disappeared. Like they
right?
didn't wrap it
Yeah,
up. Like you
yeah,
didn't have to do a whole scene. Just be like, oh yeah, she's gone.
yeah. I mean, but that's the thing, man. A lot of these seasons, a lot of these episodes could have been a lot shorter if they cut certain shit out.
Dude,
You
this
know, it's like
yeah.
when Jonathan and Nancy were having that moment. It's like, all right, listen, we're gonna die. I just want you to know I'll always love you, but not in the way that you want me to. Or something like that. And then it's like, okay, guess what? The this stuff that's falling, it's solid now. We could go on with our lives, be who we are, and just do it apart from each other.
Dude, the fucking Will scene. It's like, we get it. You like
Yeah.
boys. Can we save the world now? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
how
see,
long
like,
do we
that's
have
the
to go
thing.
through this? Like,
I just think that it would have been so much better. And it could be because like nowadays where we are now, someone coming out, it's like, oh, okay. Back in the 80s, yeah, it was a little tougher. But not when the world's about to end,
oh,
and
I
that
know.
happens a
It's like we
lot.
don't
That
have
happens a
this.
lot. It's like we said, Jonathan and Nancy. It's like they're about to die. It's like let's have a long 20-minute conversation about how we don't love each other anymore. I hate when I'm high and you're drunk. I hate when I'm drunk and you're high. And it's like, okay,
Can we stay alive to do that so we can argue about that later?
exactly. It's like let's
Like,
figure something
yeah,
out, or
that's
let's
my
just
thing.
like
It's yeah, I
let's just
agree.
hold each other and die and like pretend like nothing, like pretend we still do love each other. You know what I mean? Or because like if you think about it, it makes it makes sense because it's like it could have been one of those situations where it's like, I was gonna propose to you, and it's like, oh, and I would have said yes, and then they find out they're still alive. It's like, fuck, now I gotta marry
Yeah,
Nancy. You
I'm
know?
fucked.
The thing with Will though, it's like I wish he would have just done like I wish he would have just come out to Mike while they were on the tower. Come most of that scene out because like, it's like, all right, it's like, all right, Hopper's 5 minutes out, we're out in five, Hopper's 15 minutes out, we're out and we're leaving in five. Okay, first get everybody in here. Even that new girl that I have no idea who she is with the shaved head, bring her in here. She's got to hear this too.
She's gonna hear
And
this.
I'm like,
We were gonna bring her in.
yeah, because you see her standing there
I
like
need an
while
audience.
he's telling this story, and it's like, why does she need to know this? It's like you don't know me. It's like I love D&D, and this girl's probably like, oh, what a fucking nerd.
Yeah,
It's
but
like, and
Vector's
you're
like,
gay,
you have to tell her you'll never beat me.
and you're gay on top of that. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, nerd.
Good luck.
But no, but I mean, like, I thought it would have been better because we're here in the time that we're at, where it's so much more, where it happens so much more, where it's easier for people to like come out now, where Will and Mike are on the tower. Skip the whole scene where he comes out. They're ready to go into battle. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm into dudes, and just
Yeah,
walks out and is like ready to just like blow shit up. But they could have done that with a lot of shit. They could have done that with that Jonathan and Nancy scene. They could have done that with the Max and Holly scene,
yeah.
where she's like standing there talking to her like like hey, listen, you are Holly the heroic. You will make it. It's like, but I gotta leave you here because I gotta get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here. Like that was
Like,
like the
because like
best part
Hector's
of
like
that.
not watching. Is he like where's like these scenes that this these suspended scenes? It's like, my God, like,
It's like,
there's life going on around you at the time. How do you have this time to talk about it?
but it's like, I was like Max. Max was so done. She
Yeah,
was so done being stuck in that place. Like, it's like, listen, kid, my opening is right there. I
yeah.
am not missing it. There's a dude crying over me, playing this fucking song for fucking 2 years straight, and I got to get out. I got to get out. And
If I hear the
I gotta
song
make it
anymore,
stop.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
I mean, I thought it was kind of cute where it was like, it's like, I didn't stop playing the song. She's like, I know, I heard it. He's like, did you get sick of it? She's like, no, did you? He's like, yeah. Like,
Yeah, right.
that was a cute little exchange between the two of them. And I like
Yeah,
that.
because the acting was good. The contention's not
Yeah.
with the acting or the scenes. It's just the
The
construct of
pacing
the
of
story.
certain
Yeah,
things
it's like
too.
you're like, my God, bro,
I
dude. She was
know.
there for a long time too. She set up
Yeah.
shop in that cave. Like,
Oh yeah, that's why when she had the opportunity to leave, it's like, okay, am I going to stay here with this little kid and like possibly die here, or am I going to take my shot and say, hey kid, you're on your own, peace.
yeah,
It's
dude.
like,
Another
just
one of those.
believe in yourself. I believe in you.
I gotta go.
Peace.
Don't want to be here any
You
longer.
know?
Yeah, dude. Because that whole setup was like an AI remodeling. Like like those videos
Dude,
where they just set up a whole
yeah.
room.
Yep.
dude.
I just thought it was funny that Max was just like, "Yo, peace, I'm out." Just, I'm sure you could do it. I'm sure you'll be okay.
You'll be
You'll
fine.
be out of here. Yeah.
You're gonna wake up with a fucking tentacle down your throat. You'll be fine. Look it up. You're gonna puke out some black smoke and just run for your life.
Yeah, dude, and it's like,
Oh, dude, in that cave, dude. Okay, so couple things I just want to add to that.
okay.
One, the smoke primordial life, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So Henry's origin was from that briefcase. Like, so he obviously never had powers to begin
Yeah.
with. So that was actually
Right.
revelational. Like, and I had the feeling that was going to be the case because, like, when he's in the cave, it's showing that he's just like a Boy Scout, and that guy, it's like, oh, here's some rogue scientist with some experimental thing that he's gonna hit. But when you saw that rock, so then that means that only intimates that it was from that realm. So that means they had some kind of connecting point to that realm prior.
Okay.
Where did that thing come from? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that means they must have had some program where they were opening up a portal to that realm. So when 11 sent Henry to that realm, it obviously wasn't some brand new realm. So it's interesting that she just happened to send him to the same realm that they clearly had some kind of government project that they were working on and opened up doorways to.
Well,
Where else would he have gotten that rock?
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you could tell by the way the guy was trying to like protect it, like keeping the kid from taking it or
Well,
whatever.
but you also could tell like he saw the danger in it and he was trying to get away from, wherever.
That too, yeah. Like,
So,
it's like,
but they
kids,
had
stay
that.
away.
Where did they get? See, they didn't delve into that. Where did they get
Yeah.
that?
See, that's the thing. I don't know. I'm not sure 100% if this is what was explained in the play, because like
Oh,
there's
that's
this whole
right. You talked about
thing.
the play,
There's
yeah.
this whole thing about how the play for the Stranger Things play explains certain things that they don't explain in the show, which of course I think is bullshit. You know, and I think people were like kind of banking on them, like, putting it out on Netflix,
Yeah, yeah.
just like one particular live show or just a compilation of live shows that would show the whole live show. It's like, all right, we'll take clips from this show and this show and this show and make one full show,
But they
just
do
so it's
such
perfect.
thing.
But they didn't do that. So like anybody who's like in the dark about it, you either have friends who have seen it or you read about it or whatever to figure it out. Me, I don't give a shit. It's like, you don't want to tell me, I don't want to fucking know. I'll just walk away saying, you know what, fuck this show. They didn't give us all the fucking information, and fuck that. Dude, that's how I feel about Marvel movies nowadays. It's like I go to see a Marvel movie and it's like, yeah, I didn't really like it that much. Well, did you watch this show? No. Well, you got to watch this
Did you
show if
watch-
you want to know what's going on.
Like the scroll comes down.
When I watched what was it? Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Mom. It was like, well, did you watch WandaVision? No.
Yeah.
Well, then you're not going to fully understand. I don't want to watch WandaVision. I'm like, I really don't care about that show. I'm not going to sign up for Disney, sit home and watch 8,000 different fucking TV shows, all these different episodes just to
prerequisites.
understand one movie that, even if I do watch the shows, even if the shows explain exactly what's happening in the movie still fucking sucks.
And you know what pisses me off? What adds fuel to that proverbial fire of ire with that is not just the prerequisite work that you have to put in to watch all these different shows and series, specifically to enjoy and even understand the movie that you want to watch prior, is the unapologetic pretension behind it. Like they're like, yeah, you got to watch all that. It's like,
Yeah,
fuck you. Like, what?
I'm not with that.
Yeah.
I'm not with that at all.
Movies are supposed to be standalone. In other words, you're supposed to be able to watch a movie and not have to watch an entire set of series, let alone
Right.
one series or a prior movie. That's the whole
And-
point of a movie.
And dude, exactly. And it's like, I feel like it's like you shouldn't have to like read a certain book or a comic book to be able to enjoy a movie. It's like when certain things, like they announce certain things for like certain like comic book movies, like, well, this character is going to be this person, and it's like, oh, really, that person? Well, tell me you never read the comic book without telling me you never read the comic book. It's like, I don't care about the fucking comic book. Okay, I go to movies. I like movies. I haven't read a comic book since like in like 10 years. You know what I mean? Like 10 years ago, I bought a bunch of comics. I read some of them. I get comics every now and then that have nothing to do with Marvel. They're all like Kickstarter shit, but that's besides the point. but really never really read comic books since I was like a kid. Okay, so yeah, I'm not up to date with, you know, which character is now female, which character is like the son of that character now, who passed his powers on to who, all that shit. I don't know. So when I watch a movie and I don't like it because of like certain casting or the way a certain character is, I'm going by the movie. I'm not going by the comic book. Okay, I left school a long fucking time ago. Don't give me fucking homework. Okay, it's like I want to sit down and enjoy. Dude, I was able to enjoy like all the earlier Marvel movies, like the MCU movies, without reading a one fucking comic book.
Yeah.
And it's like, now, well, if you don't like the fact that this character is a woman now, it's because you've never read the comic book. Like, yeah, I never read the comic book, and you know what? I don't like the fucking movie. Oh, how do you know it didn't come out? Because fuck you. That's why. Because of
That's
people
my
like
response.
you.
Yeah.
Because of assholes like you telling me that I got to read a fucking comic book to like them. And dude, of course, read comic books. I have nothing against reading comic books. But when it's like,
Yeah, but
you're
it's that
telling me,
same thing, dude. It's that pretentious fucktards. Like it's like that same thing where you have to you need to read this to it's like shut the fuck up. I'm here to watch the movie. Listen,
exactly.
comics are cool, but who wants to read? It's like trying to get into Dragon Ball Z. Like you have to watch the entirety. Like One Piece, you have to watch the entirety.
Yeah, dude,
It's boundless. It's copious amounts of watching. Like who has that time? Like
yeah.
what's to read like 50 fucking plus comics just so you could appreciate what's going on in the movie?
Well, dude, like I feel like even if I didn't have to work every day, I feel like I still wouldn't have enough time to like watch and understand all that shit. And again, like you said, I have nothing against comic books. I do have comic books.
I love them.
I have,
but who
yeah,
wants to fucking read all of them
I
just
have
for
read comic books. And it's like I don't think that I need to understand that, you know, a movie is taking from a certain series or even a single comic book to be like, you know, well, okay, well, I read this comic book series and this movie is based on this comic book series, so I'm gonna love it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, you're probably not gonna like it because you never read the comic book. It's like, no, to me,
The comic's
to,
better.
yeah, well, dude, I mean, like, I get that way sometimes because you know, out of like the 5 books that I actually read that are made out of movies, it's like I'll be like, hey, I don't mean to be that guy, but the book's better, you know, like. So,
It's
but
always that the book. I love the book more.
right, but I see like that's the thing. That's why I feel like it's better to see the movie first, then read the book. Because you can enjoy the movie for what it is, and then you can enjoy the book after. Because if you read the book first, you're gonna be critiquing the whole movie based on what you read in the book. Because,
Of
dude,
course.
if I read The Shining before seeing the movie, you know, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, I would have been like, what the fuck is this shit? What am I watching? This is nothing like the book. Because it's not. It's nothing like the book.
But you see, movies are set up to fail in that regard purely
Exactly.
because you can't encapsulate an entire book. A book can take like you could have eons expanded within in a book because that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You read it. If you're reading a thousand page book, you can go through a litany of different adventures and time frames. A movie is encapsulated, you know, like it's you have like an hour and a half typically. You know what I mean? Obviously, we do Lord of the Rings where they really want to do it justice, so it's like 3 fucking movies, 8 hours a
Yeah.
piece. You know, so you're watching like 50 hours. You're
Yeah.
clocking in for work to watch a whole Lord of the Rings series,
Yeah.
and
Pretty much.
so obviously it is the more justice you want to do, the more time you have to consume.
Of course.
But it's like
And
you gotta judge it though accordingly. You can't just, of course, the book's always going to be better because you can go anywhere in the book.
well, because like I always say, like there are certain things that like in a book can be explained better than can be seen on a screen. You know, it's like I always use this as an example. It's a cheesy example, but it's like, you know, if it's written, you know, something something to the extent of as he touched the doorknob and felt the cold metal of the doorknob, brought him back to a time where blah 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 blah, something like that. You know, whereas in a movie, it's just like he grabs the doorknob and just does like one of these, like just
Right.
looks up. And it's like if you don't read the book, you don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah. Doesn't
You
cater
know
to
what I
the
mean?
imagination. Of
Exactly.
course, yeah.
And another thing that I always say is like when people read books and they say that there's something in that book that triggers them, like, you know, when it's like, yeah, exactly. Books are supposed to trigger you. Books are supposed to trigger any and every kind of emotion.
During vocal, yeah.
Depend Exactly. It's like if there's a character that you hate, if he says something that you don't like, it triggers the emotion of that emotion, the emotion of anger. If there's a character that you love that dies, it triggers that emotion of sadness. It's like, let books trigger you.
Yeah.
Let books make you angry,
The
make you
point.
sad, make you happy, make you, make you feel anything and everything. It's like, who cares if there's a word in there that you don't like? What happened was you felt something when you read that word. And that's always been a big thing to me. And I've had this conversation numerous times. It's like, just read the book. Whatever you feel, you're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
That's why it's there. That's why certain words, that's why certain things are put in a book. It's because it's supposed to trigger emotions.
Yeah. It's part of the journey, the experience.
Exactly. And
Like, it gets lost though when people don't want to read. That's the problem. Like,
that's true. That's true.
You ever see somebody trying to read a fortune cookie? It's like, that's too long. I can't. It's like, there's another side. Oh fuck! What do they want? I don't have this kind of time.
Why is there a comic in my gum? What is this doing here?
I have to read this. Can I just chew it?
Why does my taffy have a joke on the wrapper?
Why does my taffy is telling me something? Just eat the fucking thing.
Just read the fucking joke.
Or if it's
right?
taffy, like, my taffy. No, trying to tell me something.
No.
What was your comic on the gum? Comic? Just fucking.
Wait, you're not supposed to eat that part?
Oh, I thought that was just a tasty wrapper.
I thought it tasted funny.
I was waiting for it. You knew the drum was coming.
Yeah. No, I mean, I do my own drum.
Yeah.
But
oh,
I mean, dude, there are very few books that I've read that I've seen the movie that it's like a very fair depiction of it.
Oh, so
obviously
you bring it up.
Exact.
Name one. Like, what's
The Exorcist?
Okay.
The Exorcist is very close to what's in the book. The only thing that's not really expressed in the movie that is expressed in the book is like the psychological aspect of it.
Right.
Where in the movie it is all demon, it's all devil, it's all it's all just Satan, whatever the demon is that's possessing. Yeah, exactly. It's but in the book they mention, they do focus a bit on the fact that the reason that she's acting the way she is could just be from something that she heard somebody talking about, and it just kind of like got stuck in her head where it became like, just the way she acts. It's like, well, I heard somebody talking about.
So what is like a skeptical postulation, like saying like,
yes, that it might not have been
to refute this. It probably she's just mimicking that and what she heard or running off it.
Yes, that's an
interesting aspect. Yeah, that is an interesting aspect.
And if you think about it, if they were to put that in the movie obviously would have been longer.
Yeah, because you would have had to present that. That would have been a whole.
But I mean, when it came to the way William Friedkin wanted to put it out on the screen, he wanted it to be more about the like the demon aspect,
the supernatural. I guess you want to
say.
Yeah.
Well, because he felt like he wanted people to know that evil was real, demons were real, and that God is real, and God will defeat the devil. In the short version of it, he said it in an interview,
and they also experienced it. Didn't weird shit happen in that movie?
Oh, dude, I
mean,
like
the Omen, just like all of them. Whenever you do those type of movies, the energy follows, man.
Well, dude, see, like that's the crazy thing too, because it's like with The Exorcist, with Poltergeist, with with the Omen, like anything that dives into like the devil. But like the crazy thing is too, like even with like Jim Caviezel with like Passion of the Christ,
right,
portraying Jesus.
Yeah,
like he got struck by lightning twice.
Didn't he die for like a minute?
Yeah, he died for like a minute. Dude, he suffered a lot of physical pain during that movie. And the second one is coming out. I think it's supposed to be like the second and third. It's supposed to be like the resurrection.
Is Mel
of the
involved in it, or
yeah? It's Mel. It's Mel's movies.
Okay. I just didn't know if he was still like. I figured that he was going to want it done. Like, all right, I want to make this. And
oh yeah. No, they are Mel's movies. It's supposed to be the Resurrection 2 and 3. Well, I mean, like not the Resurrection 2 and 3, like the Resurrection 1 and 2. It's supposed to be spaced out into 2 separate movies because apparently it's gonna be long. But he had to find different actors, to play the parts. Which when you watch the original, I don't know if you've ever seen Passion of the Christ, but
Years ago, yeah. Like,
yeah, dude, and that's a crazy thing. I saw it for the first time like last year.
that's right. No, we were
So
talking about this. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
just
So
watched it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And but like his like Caviezel's portrayal of Jesus, from what we know about him, obviously from everything we know about him, was just it was so powerful. So like when you watch that and it's like, oh, they're gonna bring in a different actor
Yeah, I know.
to
You're
do
already
that
like
now. You know what I mean? And
conditioned
it's
and
like,
comfortable with him, like his
yeah, and it's
representation.
like it's like you become like Michael Rooker when you see the actor that
Ah,
they pick.
him.
Exactly, exactly. It's like
Ah,
like
him.
I can't remember the actor's name, but like I saw a picture of him like giving the middle finger, and I'm like, come on, like
Yeah, yeah.
what would Jesus do? He wouldn't do that. Like,
Dude, I love
but
Michael
I
Rooker,
mean,
man.
listen, listen. This guy's got to record. This guy's got to film 2 movies as Jesus. So
Dude, I'm excited
we'll
for
see what
for
happens.
the thought of that because Mel's in a tear after they burned his house down. He's coming after them. Like he's going, "Oh,
Oh
you want
yeah,
to fucking
dude.
burn my house down?
Yeah,
Okay,
dude. And
I'm
it's
gonna
like with him,
resurrect the fucking Lord. I'm gonna
yes,
bring
I'm
him back."
resurrecting the
Yeah.
Lord, and I'm bringing the real angels,
Yeah.
man. Not what you see in
The
the
war horns.
paintings. I am bringing the angels that are like the size of skyscrapers.
Yeah,
Be
the ones
afraid.
that cut the trees down. Yeah, be afraid.
This is the like that's it's like the angels say, "Be not afraid." Mel's coming in like, "Be afraid."
Fucking love Mel, dude. That's the fucking dude, Mel, dude. The interviews when after he was talking about it, he's like, "Oh, evidence? I'll have to sift through the ashes of my house and I'll find you the evidence."
Yes,
and I'm like,
exactly,
"Yes,
dude. I was
dude!" Like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
the
dude.
way he said,
Oh
it,
my
like,
god.
I love Mel, dude. Mel's the
Yeah,
fucking
he's
best.
great. And he's a dude. He's a great actor. I mean, come on.
Oh, phenomenal
Braveheart.
actor. One of my
How
favorites.
how can you deny Braveheart? Braveheart was like one of the greatest
But
movies.
dude,
It's
not even like the serious, like even the comedy. Dude, Mel's just the fucking best.
dude. You ever see Daddy's Home?
Oh, I
You ever
seen
see
the
Daddy's
second
Home?
one. Yeah,
Yeah, he was in the second one.
yeah.
Dude, he was great in that. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved him in that. Like,
Dude, I actually enjoy. The reason I put the movie on
'Cause of
was
him.
because of him. Well,
Makes
actually,
sense.
that's not entirely true because
John Lithgow.
yeah, I love dude. For those that don't know, I like love John Lithgow, but I love Third Rock from the Sun. Like John Lithgow, as far as comedy, is fucking priceless. Like,
Yeah, the dude's
he can do both really well. Like,
Yes.
as anybody watched
Another-
Dexter knows, he can do the dark side really well. But he's so funny. Like, and so like the dynamic between him and Will Ferrell being, they're
Dude.
like ridiculous. Yeah, that's a really good movie.
Dude, John Lithgow, like with Third Rock from the Sun, like I didn't watch it when it was on. I watched it like years later. I think it might have been on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I just sat and watched the whole series. Dude, that show's hilarious. And it is mostly because of John Lithgow.
But it's a great cast. I don't even want to shit on
Yeah,
the cast 'cause
absolutely, absolutely.
The chemistry between all four of them were fucking phenomenal. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like I always kind of like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Joseph.
Gordon.
I always mess up
Levitt.
people's names.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I always kind of liked him, like ever since he was in like that episode of Roseanne where he was like that. He was DJ's friend who just like doesn't shut up.
Yeah.
Talks about like dumb shit. Kind of like me in a sense where it's like, well, I got this penny and it's from 1968 and I have a 1972. I'm looking for 1969, 1970, and 1971. And it's like, if you look at this one over here, if you look at this little, like that type of shit. And he was great. And he was a little kid at the time. And
Babblers,
yeah, exactly. But he was great. So like when I saw him on that show, and I'm like, oh, it's the it's the Penny Kid,
Oh, dude,
So-
but French Stewart.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I
Yeah.
fucking love when Tubi had it on. Like Tubi had it for a while, and I watched it nonstop. Dude, my girlfriend would come over, and she loved the show too because I would always had it on.
Yeah.
And dude, to this day, I wish they would bring it back. I just would watch it nonstop. I love that show so much. One of my favorite sitcoms.
Dude, one of my favorite things in that show was they were picking up the high commander, I guess he was, at the airport.
Oh,
And you find out that it's William
Yeah.
Shatner. And it's like, oh, hey, how's it going? And it's like, how was the flight? It was like, it was fine. But there was something on the wing.
Yeah, that's
And then John Lithgow, like everybody's cheering because, Twilight Zone. And then John Lithgow's like, the same thing happened to me. And then the crowd erupts again. And I'm like, that is fucking genius because, they both played that same
Yeah.
role. Shatner did it during
Yeah, the
when
original
the
back in
Twilight
the
Zone
day.
series was on. And then Lithgow in the movie.
in the mount. Yeah.
And like, dude, like I was like, that is fucking genius. That was perfect.
Dude, there was so many. Okay, first of all, just one more thing I had that. Jane Curtin is one of the best. Like,
Yes, yeah.
Jane Curtin back in the days of like Saturday Night Live, like dude, Cone
Another legend.
heads, all the
Yeah.
absolute fucking legend. Like,
Kate and Allie. I don't know if you ever watched that show, but Kate and
yes,
Allie,
I
she
mean,
was on. Yeah,
as a
yeah.
kid, yeah,
Yeah.
totally. But fucking the chemistry between her and John Lithgow were fucking just so fucking good.
Awesome.
And there was so many great one-liners and like break the fourth wall type lines and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one? There was like this one, like I don't remember the full context of it, but it was one of the scenes I just died laughing. She had a thimble and it was like some little thing. It was like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I like vaguely. It's just the fact that it's a thimble. It's funny already.
So
You know.
they're looking at it because like she had it like as a gift or something, and John Lithgow grabs it and he's like, "Oh, there's like a language on it. It's Turkish," and he says, "May the spoils of war always point to your direction." He's like, "It's not a thimble. It's Turkish nipple armor."
Yes, yes. I remember that.
The way he said it, and he's like, "It's very valuable, yeah, especially if you have both."
Dude, there was one line, like I made like a meme out of it, and I can't say it word for word. I just remember like the gist of it basically about how it's funny how humans, they basically like rent their time out and
Oh
like
yeah,
just
yeah.
to,
Is that when they're sitting on the roof, like the? Is
yeah, I think it was while they're sitting
that
on the
one of
roof,
those
and
moments?
yeah, he basically says that like we rent out our lives for payment to be able to enjoy life after, or
After
something
do
like that.
nothing after. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we're basically renting ourselves to a system where just to be able to enjoy life when we're like too old to really
To
enjoy
do
it.
anything, yeah,
Yeah,
something like that. I
and
know
that
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah, and that hits hard, man.
it
Because
does.
it's like
It is insightful because it is the stuff that it really is. One of the best facets of that is the fact that it's an alien race that's really just editorializing and looking at like mankind, going, what what are you
yeah,
doing? Like, it's so bizarre. It's like it's so alien to them, and it's like, dude, I'm a human, and it's alien to me too. Like the thought.
yeah, exactly. And it's like because these are things that you think of. Obviously, a human wrote this whole
Right.
show, and humans wrote and directed the episodes and all that stuff. So obviously, humans are thinking of it. But it's like when you put it in the when you put it from the aspect of an alien, it's like it makes you look at it like, that's probably how they would look at us.
Yeah, these
It's like
insightful musings.
they
Just like looking
probably
at
would not they probably would look at us like, what the hell are these people
why are
doing?
they doing this? Yeah,
Exactly. It's like, it's like, all right, like listen, we understand work ethic, but what's that green paper you got in your pocket? Like what's that for?
yeah.
Like what do you do with that? It's like it's just a wild concept.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was gonna add one thing, not to deviate too far, but there's a guy named Alice Collier who came out in the 90s, and he was one of those guys that claimed to be a contactee and talked to Andromedans, and he came up with a lot of information, so he had a lot of videos with that. But the reason I bring that up is there's a famous like clip of him, like a speech of him or that he made during one of those interviews where he
Okay.
talked about, do you know that we're the out of all species that we're the only ones in which we let people starve to death? And let them be homeless. It's like in other races, like no one would even the draconian race. He's like, no one would ever do that. There is no homelessness anywhere else, or let others starve for money, for paper. It's like they wouldn't even think to do it. And it's just an interesting thought, like whether he's actually saying something that's legitimate. In other words, whether there are different alien species and they do that. It's the interesting thought where that humankind, because of our free will and our in the corruption of thought and concepts, like it's that you can literally have it like where we could be the only ones that actually allow people to be homeless, like that work and strive and fight and kill for money, for paper and things like that.
So it kind of makes me think
Yeah,
how that concept could be brought about to humans without actually like, you know, saying it that way. Because when people hear anything about stuff like that, it's like, oh, whatever, all right, they're a tinfoil hat, whatever.
of course, that's so.
But
Yeah,
like, and dude, like I listen, you know what I mean? Like I listen to people talk about it. I mean, don't necessarily always agree with people when it comes to shit like that. But I'm open to it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I'm open to just like listen, and it's like, okay, maybe, you know. It's never like, dude, you're out of your mind. I've been through that where it's just like thinking that everybody's crazy because like then certain things certain things like become very apparent, and you're just like, oh, the motherfucker was right.
Yeah,
Dude, it's like Kevin Smith. It's like that little stoner was right.
yeah.
You know,
He had a point.
well, so to like bring that kind of an idea to like humans by humans, and this could be kind of far fetched because I'm a huge Planet of the Apes fan.
Oh yeah,
The
you love
whole
the fucking
ape shall not kill ape thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when you because, like,
Was that
you talk about
strictly here too? Because I never really watched them. So like,
yes, that was the whole thing about apes is like, humans kill humans, but apes do not kill apes. So, in that sense, it's like you think about how, humans might be the only race of people who starve their people. It's like they're the only race who
yeah,
kill their own also.
yeah.
And it's like, it's like, yeah, it might seem a little far-fetched what I'm saying, but is it really?
Well, that's the
Because it's
thing.
like
Yeah,
it's like
it
a
gets you
small
thinking.
as it might be a small aspect of it, but it's like, yeah, we do kill each other. We
Mhm.
do that type of shit. And it's like when the apes started talking, the apes started teaching, and humans were teaching apes. There was like a small portion of time where humans and apes were living amongst each other,
Yeah.
and the humans were teaching the apes, and that was like one of the things was like ape shall not kill ape.
Dude, it's when you think about that, it really does play into the artificial construct of society and the whole concept of duality. Like the
Okay.
dualism that, like, if you not to get this is a whole like rant to go off of, but like to keep it concise, you look at duality, right? Everything exists within duality, but it's really as a societal duality. Like, in other words, in nature, there is no real duality. It's a
Okay.
binary conjugate system that exists, which is slightly different from a duality. In other words, in a binary conjugate system, it's more of that in which is what is also what it does. So, in other words, like light and illumination is like a binary conjugate. Like light is illumination, whereas the artificial construct, which is a Luciferian concept, is what's up is down. Inversion. Remember, I always tell you about symbols and numbers. They love to
Yeah.
invert everything. Everything's inversions because they believe in duality, and duality does exist superficially on Earth plane. It doesn't exist ultimately, but it does exist here, and so you see the duality. In other words, like good, evil, things like that. Like,
Right.
and it's you look at that like even in the city, dude. When I started working in the city, the homeless people there, you can see the duality of nature. Like I remember walking past, there was like this fancy restaurant, and in typical fashion in the city, there's no real like fancy facade to it. It's just a place, but you could see inside it through the windows. Very fancy, people dressed up eating. And like there's like I remember one time in particular, I was walking past and you see this couple sitting there and they're eating, guys in a suit, woman's, in a very nice, like elegant looking like dress or what have you. And literally 2 feet away below them is some homeless dude pissing himself on the floor, laying there, sleeping. And literally it's just a brick wall, a window, and they're eating food that's probably like a $50 steak, like
Yeah.
$20 drinks. And you'd have this dude just urinating on himself with a smile on his face, just laying there. And it's like, wow, man, the city is such a wild place because you can see this
Yeah.
aspect of duality everywhere. Like it's everywhere.
Dude, I mean, like, in all honesty, man, like, I don't have the desire to visit the city as much as I used to when I was younger, man.
I don't like the construct of the city. The confinement, like the artificial aspect of it, and then even nature in it is kind of contrived because it's limited to like blocks. Like you can walk around in Central Park, and Central Park is a beautiful place. Like you
Yeah,
forget you're in the
absolutely.
city because if you're in a large enough swath of trees, like you forget that you're in a shitty, disgusting, sound polluted city. Like it's all of the confined nature in it is.
It's yeah, I mean, dude, it's but that's the same thing whenever you're just kinda like you go on vacation anywhere
Mhm.
and you're having a good time, it's a beautiful place. It's like, I've been to Nashville. Nashville's awesome. You know, New Orleans. New Orleans is
Did
great.
you? How long were you in Nashville for?
Nashville, I was there, I think, like 4 days.
Did you do any exploring?
Not like crazy exploring. I mean, like, we did, like, a bar hop. That's definitely not, like, exploring,
No,
but,
yeah,
like,
that's this.
it's like I feel like 4 days or 5 da whatever it was, it's not really that much time to be able to, like, really do exploring. Like, the next time that we went to, like when we went to New Orleans, we did a couple of, like, what do you call it? Like, the tours of,
Yeah,
like, the plantation and stuff like that.
yeah.
When we went to Nashville, we did, like, the tour well, I mean, obviously, it's not in Nashville, but, the Jack Daniel's distillery tour,
Okay, yeah,
and that was cool because you were able to buy, like, alcohol that they don't sell in stores,
yeah, yeah.
So and it was like they give you, like a sampler at the end of the whole tour, and it was cool. I mean, like, just the whole, just, like, everything about it They show you how it used to be made and how it's made now and how, like, you can have your own, like, barrel there and all that stuff, and
Dude,
it's
that's
just
when went to Boston, with the Sam Adams, and
oh, that's cool, that's
dude,
cool.
Sam Adams is awesome because like it's
Yeah,
Sam Adams is great beer, and they have a lot, and same thing. I'm sure every brewery, every
yeah,
distillery, what have you, all does the same thing. They give you go there, and they have like flavors and brands that they don't have anywhere else. So there, they
right.
had a brick red. I've always been a fan of Killian's Red.
Yes, me too, man, me
Love
too.
Killian's. That was like one of the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
beers I started drinking, and I was like, and
yeah,
love it. And so they had a brick red, which is and it was really good. And they didn't it once again didn't sell it anywhere. It was in there, and it was also in like select bars in Boston. Like they had it, and I was like,
yeah, yeah,
damn.
yeah,
I was like, I would almost make that's one of those things where I'm not a huge beer drinker where like I drink it all the time, but it's like if
yeah.
I were, I may want to move to Boston, just get some brick red.
Dude, like, I see, that's the thing, it's like, if I were in Boston at the Sam Adams, brewery or whatever, and they allow you to, do they allow you to buy it?
Not from what I not the beer so much. I don't think they had like you can get a glass of it there,
Right,
and then
okay.
you can also get glasses. So not to cut myself off, but in that when you go to Sam Adams, you go to the tour there, and then when you leave, there's actually a little trolley bus that takes you to I think O'Doyle's, if that's the name of the bar, famous bar. It's like a lot of movies. Yeah, O'Doyle's rule. They they go there, and so you go there, you get like a certificate, and then you go through the whole tour and everything. You get to pick whatever beer you want, and then you go to that bar. You hand them the ticket, and they actually give you a beer of your choice in one of the fancy Sam Adams glass, and you get to keep the glass.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's really cool.
the glass itself is actually fantastic because it is literally designed to accommodate drinking beer. Like there's like laser etching on the bottom of it that for whatever is supposed to keep bubbles like air keep the beer aerated to keep it fresh. The rim is designed so you could like put your nose in it and like breathe it in. Like I forget all there's like three or four features to the
That's
glass that
wild.
were
That's
scientifically
wild.
designed to maximize the experience of drinking and appreciating the complexity of the beer. And so the glass is awesome. Like I still have the glass. Like, but like I got the Brig Red there. I think that like a cherry one, a cherry was a Sam Adams cherry red. I can't remember the name.
I remember cherry wheat, but,
Cherry
like,
wheat. I think that might have been something
yeah, well,
cherry.
that one you can get.
That wasn't exclusive, yeah. But
No,
that's
yeah.
a really good beer though. Like, but Sam is great, man. Like the Oktoberfest, all that. Like, great brand. Really
Dude,
gained
I mean,
appreciation going there.
well, dude, when the thing that I like the thing about the, Jack Daniel's distillery is, like, when you're done with the whole tour, they bring you to the gift shop,
Yeah.
basically,
Of course,
and
everything ends in the gift shop, you know.
yeah,
Oh,
but you're able to buy the stuff that you tried even though you can't buy it elsewhere.
yeah.
It's like you can buy it at the gift shop there, and then there's, like, a little town there, where there's, like, little stores and stuff where you can buy it, but, like, once you leave that town,
Yeah, it's
it's like you're not gonna find it anywhere else.
what did you
So it's
like,
like
what's some of the flavors that they had then?
one of the ones that I got, I think it was like a double barrel Jack. I think it was oddly enough, it was called something like double barrel Jack. Like barrel was
They
it's
like
used
barrel.
twice. Yeah, it's used twice in the title, and it's like I have the bottle like in my cabinet, but like I can't remember, and I don't even remember if I opened it yet. I might have opened it to like have a couple of drinks with friends, but it was like one of those bottles where, like, if you bring it somewhere and you don't finish it, it's like, "I'm taking this back home,
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
way." I'm not that type of guy. Like, I'm not the guy who brings shit to, like,
But with
somebody's
that, you
house.
are.
That it was like, "Listen, I'm just letting you know,
Just
taking this
like you know
back with me."
now.
It's like, "Look, you can have the cake, you can have the Coors Light,
Oh, you can keep the Coors Light.
you can have the rainbow cookies, but, like, this is coming with me." I'm not that type of person. It was just because it was, like, so good. It
Yeah.
was one of those, like,
Is it really
really
that good? Yeah.
good, yeah. And because, like, I'm not huge into whiskey or Kentucky bourbon or,
I am
you
not a
know
big whiskey guy either. Like, I'm a
I
big
mean, dude
Scotch guy, but, like, I'm
dude,
not.
I'm a big red wine guy.
Yeah.
It's just one of the things that it happens, it's just you just find what you like and you go with it, but, like, I can do a shot or, like, a little drink here and there, and when I tried that one, it was so good. I'm like, this is like, cause it was smooth. It wasn't like too harsh. It didn't give me the achinu, just
Yeah,
like didn't
yeah,
it
yeah.
just, it's
The chest
fine.
burn.
Exactly. And so I was okay. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take some of this home with me, It's not like it was just good. It was just good. It was
Dude,
good.
speaking of Nashville, like I've been wanting to go to Nashville for years, and not so much for the whiskey, but because Nashville has a real heavy Greek like mythos, like construction, I guess you want to say. Like there's a lot of temples, there's a lot of things that are all built with like great reverence to ancient Greece.
See, like now I wish I would have like done
That's
more
why
like
I asked if you
exploring.
because it went
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because there's like like I mean I've told you this a million times, but for those watching, like I love ancient Greek mythos, like ancient
Okay.
Egypt, like old constructions, like the old just the lore of it, like and for some reason in Nashville, they have like the temple, like the with the pillars in front, and then like inside
Okay.
is the massive statue with like Nike in her hands. Was that like Athena? I think there's a lot of
Okay.
Greek construction down there, like ancient Greek monuments and what have you. And I don't know why. Like I never looked into it any further as far as why there's
Okay.
why Nashville out of all places. But Nashville has a lot of Greek monuments and buildings and stuff like that. Yeah, it's
Well,
weird.
Nashville's a great place to visit because especially for like guys like us who like live music. And even if you don't like country music, it's different there because it's like the actual country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, it's like I can't remember names of bars, but like there was the studio there where like Willie Nelson recorded at Johnny Cash, and it's like a block away was the bar that they always went to like after recording. And I think Willie Nelson said something along the lines of, it's like it's a 2-minute walk to the bar, but like a half an hour walk back,
Yeah, that,
because like
that
after
makes
you're
sense.
drinking
Yeah.
and all that shit. Kid Rock used to frequent there and all that stuff. And I'm like, I feel like shit because I don't remember the names of all these places, but there
I
was some of
know.
the
We're bringing it up now. It's like I wish I did
because at
watch
this
videos on stuff like that. Like,
exactly, because like at this point, this was like 10 years ago,
yeah, yeah,
you know, and it was a lot of fun because like every bar that you go into, there's live music.
yeah.
It's like, what's a DJ? What are you talking about?
Oh,
So
there it's
it's
probably
like,
sacrilegious to have like a
oh,
digital.
dude, yeah,
Yeah,
dude, like, but like even at like little eater like restaurants, not like fancy restaurants, but like places where you sit down and eat. They had live music. There was one bar. It's 3 levels, and on every level there's a different live band, and it was great, man. Like it was such a good time,
do
and
sounds
it's
not
like
bleed in, or is it everything like?
no, dude, you wouldn't even know that there's another band playing down like on the level below. It's like we got to the top level, all we heard was this band, and they
Yeah,
were there. It's like it's all fun. It's like even if it's music that you're not generally into, the fact that it's live and happening in front of you,
yeah.
it makes it so much. It's
No, it's live
so
music's
different.
always the shit, dude. Like,
Yeah, because like
there's nothing like
I
it.
yeah, because like I've never personally, I've never been a fan of country music. I mean, of course, it's easy for all of us to say, well, I like Johnny Cash. It's like, yeah, it is country music, but like I'm more of a fan of like the outlaw shit, like
Yeah,
Johnny Cash, like the Willie Nelson stuff,
I never. Yeah,
Jennings, Waylon Jennings type of stuff, like
Waylon Jennings is cool. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. I mean, I even like some of the stuff that his son Shooter Jennings does
dude,
too.
Shooter Jennings is great, man. He had that
Yeah,
one. He's multiple albums, but he had one album in
yeah,
particular that had the song "The Door" and whatever, and that was a great album, dude.
yeah,
Like, I love that album. Like, I don't even
yeah.
listen to I don't listen to country, and like, there's like he's awesome.
Yeah, dude, and I thought it was really cool that he played his father in the Johnny Cash movie, the one with Joaquin Phoenix,
Oh God, yeah,
Walk the Line. Dude,
yeah.
that movie was great, but like it was cool, like when that Shooter Jennings actually played his
Movie was
father
cool. I mean,
in
I
the
can't
movie,
stand, as I've told you, I can't stand Joaquin Phoenix. I hate Joaquin
and that's
Phoenix.
fine, and that's fine. It was one of those movies that like kind of like rekindles your love for like certain types of music
Oh,
and
I could
certain
totally
people.
see that. I mean, it
Yeah,
was a good movie. Like, I mean, I did
yeah.
watch it. I just
I
every
just
time
always
he
find
came on, I'm like, ugh,
I just always find it weird, like when you see an actor play a character that was played by somebody else in another movie. Like, Dennis Quaid, he played Jerry Lee Lewis in Great Balls of Fire, like back in like I think it was like the 80s or early
Dennis
90s.
Quaid played that?
Yeah, he played Jerry Lee Lewis, and Winona Ryder played his cousin that he married, who was like 13. You
That
know,
sounds about right.
well, dude, I mean, it was all the rage. All the rock stars were doing it. You
Oh, I
know,
mean, but this goes back for thousands of years. I mean, I was like,
yeah,
picking fresh from the fucking like.
exactly.
How old are
It's like,
you? This many.
it's like,
You're perfect.
yeah, it's like, exactly. It's like, oh, we're related. Fucking,
Yeah, yeah.
why do I got to look any
Let's
farther?
go. No,
You know what I
don't
mean?
even- who
It's like
cares?
you're right here, I'm right
As
here.
long as you're alive,
Let's
let's go.
do this. But like,
And don't worry,
it's-
Steve
it's-
is flexible.
yeah, I mean, so like after seeing Dennis Quaid and then seeing this other dude, again, couldn't tell you the actor's name, but he did a good job as Jerry Lee Lewis. I liked him. You know, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it, and I hate to say, I didn't like the Elvis movie that much.
The new one.
The one that came out, like,
Yeah.
yeah, what was his name? Butler.
I forget his name. Yeah, I was
me too.
unfamiliar
It
with
was-
him.
I mean, the thing was, it was more about his agent. You know, the guy that Tom Hanks played.
Mhm.
You know, it was more about him and how he fucked Elvis over.
Yeah.
You know, because there are certain scenes where you see Elvis where he's like hanging out with like BB King and seeing fucking Little Richard playing for the first time in the club, and it's like I want to see more of this shit. You know what I mean? It's like I know the movie's about Elvis, but it's like when you see or know that certain rock stars or celebrities are friends with each other, I don't know. There's something about it that's like, oh man, that's cool that they're friends. You know, Elvis Presley, BB King, and it's like when we used to watch like the Pantera videos, and you see like all the, like the, yeah, exactly. When you see all like our other favorite heavy metal bands like hanging out with them, like you see like Pete Steele in one scene. You know,
Oh, it's so much fun seeing
even
that. Yeah.
way before Robert Trujillo was in Metallica. You know, back when he was still with Suicidal Tendencies,
yeah.
like in those videos. Marilyn Manson, even, you know, Lane
Dude,
Staley,
young
all that
Manson
shit.
too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And, you know, seeing them on stage doing Kiss songs with like Skid Row. Dude, coming across that video of Phil Anselmo and Dave Brockie backstage, just like they were either high as fuck or drunk as fuck, just rocking out to Slayer.
Yeah.
And what makes that so great is like, it's like you watch that and it's like, you know, Dave Brockie looks at Phil and is like, dude, isn't this like the best solo ever? And he's like air guitaring and like Phil's like, yeah, man, this is great. And it's like, I'm watching this and I'm laughing and I'm like, dude, that was us. That was me and you in my basement like 20 plus years ago. So it's like when you see people that you love listening to, when you see rock stars doing exactly what you do, and they're older than you, doing the exact same shit, it's like, dude, like that's buds, man. Those are buddies, like just fucking chilling. It's like there's a point where like, well, actually, I should say there's no point where that changes because you're always going to love the music.
Oh yeah.
You're always going to love listening to it with your buddy and just like picking that shit apart, especially like songs like Angel of Death, you know, down, 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 you know, that whole part. It's like, dude, isn't this like the best solo ever? You know, so
It is
like,
funny because you're looking at this, like they were our heroes then, you know, like
exactly. Yeah.
and it's like, wow, they're just doing the exact same shit that we did. It's like, it's so funny. Like, it's like,
and that's what makes it. That's what made that videos like so much greater. It's like, oh my god, that's you know,
it's the reality too. It was just real. Like wasn't contrived so much as just
Yeah.
like it was just them recording themselves.
Yep. And, you know, it's like even when you see like there was like a picture. It was like Phil Anselmo, Glenn Danzig. I see like I don't know the dude. I forget the dude's real name, but Papa Emeritus from Ghost, but without the makeup on. It was like Sean Yusel from
Rob
White
Zombie,
Zombie.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like a whole bunch of people like in this one picture, and it's like that's fucking. I mean, I could be thinking about two different pictures, but like I just remember Glenn
The point
Danzig
is,
and Phil Anselmo were in it, so it's like, you know what I mean? Two like metal heroes right there, right in front of the camera, like together in the same picture. It's like,
And imagine being that, like because you know, like Pantera, right? Like they're legends, but like they're playing with bands that they're legends to them. You know, it's like
yeah, dude, exactly. I mean, so and that's like the thing too when you think about when you think about Danzig, and you think about like Metallica, and knowing that Glenn Danzig and James Hetfield are like, you know, friends.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, before they became friends, like, you know, Hetfield was a fan of Misfits. So it's like, oh shit, man. It's like if you would have told me that, it's one of those things like, oh my God, like I can't believe like this band that I'm a fan of, I'm friends with the singer. And he did backup, James Hetfield did backup vocals for Possession
Mhm.
on the first Danzig album. I'm trying to remember the I know he did one, I know he did another one with him on that record, but yeah, I mean it's like, wait a minute, hold on a second. So like, hold on, wait, give me a second here. The lead singer from the Misfits
Let me
is,
right,
yeah, he's starting a new band named after his last name, after his chosen last name. And he wants me to sing on it.
fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's
You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
it's like when, when Rest in Peace Dimebag Darrell passed away, and it's like, Eddie Van Halen put the guitar that he recorded
Yeah.
Van Halen 2 on, like in the casket with him. You know, how they said like, if you told Dime years ago that this would have happened, he would have been like, yo, kill me now, like that type of shit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so wild, when fans of bands become friends with those bands, It's like when you see like watching like Metallica, a year and a half in the life of Metallica, and watching, James Hetfield and Tony Iommi walk into a bar together. I know that sounds like the beginning of a joke, but
It does.
just the fact that, yeah, but it's like you got Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath, who was around since like 1969, and you got James Hetfield, who's like, their first album was what, 83? It's like, oh my God, it's like, this is like, it's like, dude, you're one of the reasons that we do what we do. And it's like, now we're in the same show. Now we're playing the same gig. Now we're sitting down, drinking together, So
Dude, it
it's,
is wild to think about, to be in that position. Like it,
yeah.
because like
Yeah,
who didn't
man.
like? I mean, just for the Misfits, man. Like you and I are both fans of the Misfits, for fucking
Fuck yeah,
years,
dude.
and not just fans of the logo. Like we've been fans of the music for like,
Oh yeah.
like they're. It's dude. Imagine Glenn. Like imagine just sitting there hanging out with fucking Glenn.
Dude, like just meeting him
Yeah.
was like, it was like that fanboy moment again, when I first met him. It was in New York City. They were playing Veronica, which we won't
Oh
get into.
God.
We could.
we could do that
if you want. We could if you want to. Oh, watch my movie. Oh, but so, dude, like, I knew that he was gonna be there, so I was like, all right, I gotta like be in his presence. Like, I just need to be in his presence. And like, I think it was like a day or two later, they were playing MSG. The Misfits were playing MSG, and I had tickets for that too. So we're there. Glenn Danzig does his whole intro, like, yeah, and hope you enjoy the movie and all that stuff. And the movie's on, and then people are laughing, and it's like, I didn't find it like funny. People found it funny, like, because like how like how bad it was, how
It was
bad
so
they found it
bad.
to be. It Unfortunately, yes, it was.
One thing I will say about this is, and you and I, we both love bad movies. We watch a lot of bad movies.
Yeah,
And you have two types of bad movies. You have bad movies that are so bad that they're iconic, like Rawhead Rex, right?
right. Rawhead Rex, Silent Night, Deadly Night too.
Right.
I get it, totally get it.
Then you have ones that are just bad, like, and they're
Yeah,
there may be a part or two that may laugh at or giggle, but they're just bad. They're not iconically bad. They just are. Veronica's just bad. Like
yeah.
it's a bad. And I say that with all respect. I love Glenn, but that movie was fucking bad.
Yeah, dude, I just don't like that. Like, people were like just laughing throughout.
No,
the
I
movie.
know.
And
I know during it,
of course, like it's like when.
but you leave yourself
watch,
open to that, dude. Like it's.
But dude, you remember watching like Married with Children, and there was always that one laugh that you heard above everybody. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was basically with the whole movie. There was that one laugh that you
Yeah.
hear throughout the whole thing, and it's like, dude.
And that was Glenn
like,
feeding
okay.
in 50s. Laugh
Yeah.
at this shit.
So
Laugh.
So the funny thing is, like, afterwards, he did the little Q&A and everything, like did a little interview in front of the screen.
Did he get softball questions? He had to get softball questions.
No, I mean, like, well, that's the thing. It wasn't like an audience participation Q&A.
Oh, okay.
There was an interviewer there, and
so it's definitely softball questions. Yeah. It was
yeah. So I mean, but dude,
just
it was
like-
just like, but it was cool because it's fucking Glenn
Oh no,
Danzig,
I'm sure the experience is cool, but dude, the movie
Dude,
is,
I mean, listen, he could sit there and just recite the ABC.
Yeah.
Like, he could sit there and be like, well, the ABCs is the same song as Twinkle little star. Oh,
It was waiting for this. What you waiting for was the oh.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he could just sit there in front of like the screen and just say that, and it's like, fuck yeah, standing ovation. But afterwards, he was signing autographs and taking pictures with people. I'm like, oh my god, it's Glenn Danzig and he's signing autographs. So like, I bought a Veronica poster before the movie started. You know, I bought the T-shirt. You know, because it's just what I do. I wanted to get it before the movie started, and it's like I had to.
And you could get it again.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because like I'm such a FOMO like loser. You know what I mean? So it's like if I don't buy it now,
the feeling's real though when you're there.
It is
because I get people that fall under it because it is, you feel it.
Because despite the content of the movie, the poster was dope. So like,
the poster, I've seen it. The poster's cool.
Yeah,
it's just the movie sucked.
So dude, I only have.
Dude, it was worse than like shitty porn movies, man. Like
I only bought 2 of them on Blu-ray. So,
you were being like held back. It's like I'll get 2.
Yeah, and all the
one for each cheek,
and all the different variants on vinyl. So of the soundtrack. So afterwards, everybody's walking up to Glenn Danzig, taking pictures with him, getting autographs, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't have a Sharpie. How's he going to sign this? So someone hands me a Sharpie.
Silver?
It was it had the silver cap.
The fuck is
and
this?
I bring it, dude. I told you this. Yeah, exactly.
I think you did, but I'm just riffing off it because I can just imagine him like looking at it like.
So because like the poster's like a dark purple and dark, all dark colors basically. So you would need like one of those like gold or
something to stand out,
silver,
like,
something that you can see. So. He unpops the fucking Sharpie, starts autographing, and it's black. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I don't know. That dude did it.
It was
that dude gave it to me.
Him.
Yeah, dude. And again, you see, like my buddy took a picture of me, like doing one of these, like what the fuck? No, so I'm like, I don't know. That guy gave it to me. I thought it was silver. It was gray. Like, why is there a gray Sharpie? Like, what are you going to use that for?
Yeah.
Why is it important to have a gray Sharpie when it's really just fucking black? It's like you're just changing the color of the cap. So like just like on first glance of it, it's like, oh, this is silver. It just didn't have the sparkles in it. So like that's why it wasn't silver. Yeah. So like I have an autographed Veronica poster where you can like
dark gray, like it's indistinguishable from the actual picture. Right?
Exactly. And it's like you really, it's like, look, I don't sell shit on eBay, but this would be a tough sell on eBay. It's like, no, it's right there. You see that little squiggle?
You have to do like a fucking black light, just
oh, dude, I had see, like that's the thing, because like he was selling his comic book too, and like they're all autographed. So it's like, all right, cool. I gotta buy these. So like if I do decide to sell this poster, I can compare it. It's like, okay, so you see that little black squiggle? Yeah. That's actually his autograph. You see on this comic book, comparison? I promise you.
Dude, how funny it would be if you ever meet him again to get an autograph and he looks at you and he goes, Black Sharpie guy. Oh!
Dude, but like it was such an epic moment. It was such an epic moment. Dude, like taking a picture with him, like just standing next to him, like
for you, because like, dude, for those that don't know, Glenn's your guy. That's your
Glenn's my fucking
growing
guy,
up. Man. Glenn was your guy, and Pete Steele was mine. I fucking love Pete.
And we always
called them our demigods. As
our
a joke.
Demigods. Yep.
Remember that?
Yep. And there was like a point where like a guy I knew said he was going to give me an autographed Pete Steele photo. Guy you knew said he was going to give you an autographed Danzig photo. Like, dude, we should just
just wait. Yeah, totally, 100%.
It's like we both love both of these guys.
Oh yeah, but like
you love Pete Steele more than I love Danzig, and vice versa,
dude. And I would have killed for that, dude. And it sucks too because Pete died like decades ago at this point.
Yeah, I know.
I never got a chance. Shame. I saw them live at least.
Yeah, me too. With Coal Chamber.
Was it Coal Chamber? Yeah. Was that Roseland? Was that
Roseland? Yeah.
That's what it like. They did it every show, but like throwing the toilet paper up at the stage and everything.
I just love how he came up to the microphone. He's like, "Hey, we're giving you guys free shit.
And you're throwing it back." Yeah. Dude, he's the fucking best, man. I miss Pete.
That was such a great freaking show.
Yeah,
man.
It really was, man.
Dude, I miss Typo Negative. I love their fucking music.
So
World Coming Down.
Yeah, man.
Hands down, my favorite fucking Typo album.
Dude, I love
Can't
them
tell you
all, but I've told you October Rust is mine.
October Rust.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude. See, and that's the thing because you're the one who introduced me
Yeah.
to Typo Negative with Bloody Kisses.
Yeah, yeah.
And as we're listening to the album in our friend's basement, and all of a sudden fucking Summer Breeze comes on.
Yeah, that's
And it's like
right.
I knew the
You knew
original
it, yeah,
song.
yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And you're
You knew
like,
the old
"What?"
shit,
I'm
yeah.
like, this is a cover song. You're like, what?
What?
Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is a remake. This isn't their song. And it's like, really?
And I was blown away. I was like, "What? Like this is
Oh
not
yeah,
theirs?"
because
Yeah.
when you listen, what was the band? Loving Spoonful, I believe, and like just the fact that the band is Loving Spoonful, and the original is like Summer Breeze
Yeah.
makes me
Oh,
feel
it's so
fine,
different.
blowing through the jasmine in my mind, and then it's like Summer
Yeah.
Breeze makes me feel, such.
Dude, that deep voice, man, was so fucking badass.
God, dude. Like that's one of those voices that like I try, and it's like there are those times where like sometimes I get it where it's like, hey, this is Peter.
But you have,
Like,
to, you have
obviously,
to
I can't
say
do it
it,
right now.
not just low, but you have to like even tonally low.
Oh yeah,
Because you have to get in the back of the throat.
yeah, exactly. I mean, dude, I've been smoking since I was 14 just to get that voice, and it's starting to sound. I'm starting to sound more like
Almost there.
like it's like sometimes I feel like I sound more like Phil Anselmo, where it's like, hey guys,
It was going
this is
on,
Phil,
man. Yeah.
and it's like you don't
It was broken and
understand.
you know it's true.
Yeah, well, dude, the first and only time I ever saw Pantera, which was a great fucking show, but it also sucks because it was just them opening for Black Sabbath, the reunion show
Yeah.
back in like 98, 99. Dude, they step out on the fucking stage, crowd's going fucking crazy, and Phil's just like, damn it, we ain't even been out here 5 fucking minutes and you guys are going crazy. Everybody's just going even crazier. And dude, the way the place, like, dude, the way this place reacted when he's just like, song's called Domination, and they opened with Domination. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the Dom Hollow mix where it was like the end of Domination and the end of Hollow. It was the whole fucking song. And dude, like this was the Coliseum, the Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah.
The fucking place was shaking.
Yeah.
It was nuts. Cause it's like that's one of like my top 5 favorite Dimebag solos. But I will say this, more the live version than the recorded version, because
Dude, the
right
live one is just fucking
because
legendary.
because he when he does that harmonic and he just holds it,
He
and
rings it
just-
out, yeah.
it squeals, and it's like, when you hear it like, when you hear it like that live, it's like, dude, why didn't he do that on the record?
Yeah.
But it gives you the, it makes you want to just listen to the live one and just hear him do the
Dude, such a great band, man.
dude. And then that was on Pantera too, where they were at the Monsters of Rock tour in freaking Russia with like,
Oh
like, the
yeah,
whole
like
country.
8 billion people there.
It's like the whole
Just
country
the
was
sea
there,
of humanity. It's like an ocean.
Yeah.
Like just,
dude. And it's crazy, dude. The crazy thing that one of the crazy things about that concert was like the fact that it was Pantera, Metallica, AC/DC, and the Black Crowes.
the Black Crows. That was the
Make
other
that make sense. As the kids say nowadays,
Yeah,
make that make sense. Dude, Black Crowes, great band, but
No,
like
great
with
band, but what kind of
with
fucking lineup is that?
AC/DC
Yeah.
and Pantera and Metallica, you're like, it's like,
Fuck.
all I picture happening is like, you remember that video of Nickelback getting
Could Megadeth not
stoned?
make it or something?
Yeah, right, exactly. It's like Megadeth, not Megadeth,
Anybody.
Nickelback.
Oh,
Nickelback getting
ugh.
stoned in Portugal.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think that's what I see happening. Like to the Black Crowes at a fucking Pantera show. It's like, what are you doing here?
you
Get
want
out!
You guys want to leave and you want to learn music? All right, see you later. Dude, that person that hit Chad Kroger is a fucking hero. He did humanity a favor. Get your pussy ass off that stage.
I gotta tell you, man. Like the thing that always kind of got me about Nickelback is like,
Everything.
okay, are you a light FM band or
They're
are you
whatever.
a K-rock band? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, because they have like, it's like, listen, I get like metal bands do like their ballads or whatever, they have like their slower songs, but it was like catchy radio music, and then it was like a metal song. It's like, dude, this riff is actually pretty fucking sick. While you're listening to like a Nickelback song, it's like, dude, what is this? Nickelback. And I'm like, That's fucking Nickelback.
Dude, they're music whores, man. Like I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now, I not that I know them by any means. Like, this is of course just purely my opinion, but they are perfect embodiments of we are whatever sells. So if people embraced him being heavier, they would have had a metal album. Like I hate fucking Chad Kroeger. I fucking
We are what you say we are.
We have no personalities. We are
Yeah.
whatever sells. What kind of music are you? Yes.
Dude, what's that other band?
I'm telling you. That's
yeah. No, I
he's
totally
one of those.
get that.
They just wanted to sell out. They just wanted to be
get that.
corporate whores. That's it.
The dude, like the other band that kind of sounds like them was it Theory of a Dead Man.
Yeah,
she likes to shake her ass,
dude.
And I'm like,
they were more a palatable version of Nickelback.
But the funny thing is, it's like I remember hearing them. I remember hearing them, and I'm like, who is this?
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, that's Theory of a Dead Man. I'm like, they sound like Nickelback.
The quarterback.
Well, funny you should mention that. Chad Kroeger founded them, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It's like, okay, we need more bands that sound like us.
Yeah.
Let's get more bands that sound like us.
If Chad Kroeger found him, then I take back the
or discovered, I should say.
If discovered, I take back the quarterback. Then that penny back.
Yeah,
they got to be underneath.
Like,
they can't be higher than nickel. They got to be.
It's like why can't you be like why can't you be like Fred Durst and like discover bands like Puddle of Mud or Stained? You know what I mean? Where like they sound nothing like Limp Bizkit, and they're both good bands, despite what we know about Puddle of Mud now and what we saw that live version. See, that's another too little.
Him having an aneurysm, you know. While I was
but the thing is, like when we were talking last time about, Danzig doing Danzig Sings Elvis, and how like if he had done it back in the '90s, if it would have been a metal album, like just metal versions of Elvis songs. Back when Puddle of Mud like first, started hitting it big, a lot of people compared his voice to Kurt Cobain.
Well, yeah, so it's because Wes had that same scratchy type of, But he had a good voice. Like he could hit the notes.
Yeah, and that's exactly the point. The point is like, okay, so then you should have covered this song back then.
Yeah.
You should have done this song when you were able to do it.
Well, it's also drugs are a hell of a drug.
Well, no.
like there's a reason why he sounds like shit now. Like,
oh,
what bothered me?
But
go ahead.
But you get what I'm saying.
No, I totally get what you're saying.
It's like when everybody was like, "Oh my god, he sounds like Kurt Cobain." Oh, Nirvana should get back together with him as the singer or shit like that.
Shit, yeah.
No, dude. Again, I don't necessarily agree with that, but that's what people were saying. Where it's like, oh well, if Nirvana got back together, they should get him to sing for them and all that stuff because he did sound very similar. But it's like, why are you going to wait 20 years to like prove it?
20 years too late.
Why exactly? It's like you should have done this song back when you were in your prime, back when you were still popular,
back when you could hit the notes, and back when you can hit them and not sound like you're having an aneurysm while passing a stone.
Exactly, like
dude, even the face of his bassist was like, oh god, this is gonna be, because you knew that he was gonna get roasted for it, and justifiably so. And one thing that really amped up my ire was Wes's response to that. Do you remember his response to that?
I actually have no idea what his response to that was.
Okay, so
I never even knew that he had one. I thought he just went back into hiding.
No. He responded. Now, this of course is pure paraphrasing because this has been years. I haven't. Okay. We just talked about this now. Like I haven't thought about this in like 4 or 5 years, whenever it happened. But it was something to the effect of, I'm getting better. I like where I'm at, and people are just haters. I'm like, dude, you sucked. Like, you sounded horrible. Just own it. That's the thing. When you have stuff like that, just own it. People will respect you. But if you're going to turn that around and just and play the victim and just be like, people are just hating because I'm just trying to better myself. Dude, it's like you blew ass on fucking camera. Like your face was blood red. You were literally like physically dying and being resuscitated back to life. Just own it. You suck. Dude, like you didn't have the pipes.
While I'm watching that, I had that David moment. I'm like, is this real life?
Yeah, exactly.
Like is
this real life?
Like, did they really just like release this? Like it's a real thing? Like, dude. Do they expect people? I swear.
And it's like people can watch this. It's like, it's not like we're making this up. Like,
did you know that I could see you?
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Do you know I can see you?
But dude, here's the thing. Normally, there's like, and again, like I've said, I'm a comments guy. Like I read comments
Dude,
because,
yeah.
like, I always want to try to
The
find
gold.
that. Yeah, exactly.
Sift through the gold of the comments.
You want to find that one person that's like eating this video's ass. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is like doing the whole, well, you've never been on drugs for 20 years after putting
How
out.
does that justify it?
Exactly.
He's on drugs. Yeah.
Dude, it's like, well, let me hear your version. It's like, no.
Yeah, no.
It's
Why
like,
should
no.
I give you the privilege?
You know what I mean? Like, I always feel like that is one of the worst rebuttals for anything. It's like when you say like a song sucks, it's like, well, you know, this song isn't like, this song kind of sucks. Oh, let me hear your, where's your album?
Yeah.
It's up your fucking ass.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not willing to suck dick enough to fucking be able to get the money to put out a fucking album.
Dude.
I bet you think you could do better. Fuck yeah, I could do fucking better.
Yeah, I can.
Hell yeah. I wouldn't fucking open my mouth if I couldn't.
Anyone
like
can
when,
at that point. With
dude,
this
when
particular one.
Yeah, when Emily Armstrong took over Linkin Park, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not really into her voice. Oh, well, do you think you could do better? I'm like, no, I can't do better. Absolutely not. But if I knew that my shitty vocals would land me a spot as the front man for Linkin Park, I would have tried out. Fuck it.
Why not?
You want a shitty singer? I'm your guy. I could totally be the shitty singer for any band. Dude, you know, any band wants to like pick up from where they left off with a shitty singer, call me.
I'm here. I'm here for it.
I'm here. I could sing shitty anything.
Dude,
I'll sing shitty Dean Martin if you need me to.
Dean Martin.
Oh, the greatest drunken Christmas singer. Love it.
What was the line?
Yeah, dude, you could tell like when you listen to the Christmas songs, it's like, hey, listen, Dean, we need you to do a Christmas album. Really? Yeah, you're gonna have to do it.
I'm two handles in.
You know, it's like, fine, hold on a second. Give me 20 minutes. Open up a bottle of Jack or something, drink it down. It's like, all right, I'm ready. Play the music. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks. Well, Dean, we weren't going to start from there. Shut up.
Yeah, just record it.
Dressing holiday cheer. You know, like, I just love listening to him sing those songs because you could tell he was fucking drunk when he sang those.
Oh my god, bro.
City sidewalks.
Dude, it's funny too because like with Puddle of Mud, man, like they were good in the beginning.
They were. I enjoyed them.
But here's a band that got lost with, in my personal opinion, because one of my all-time favorite bands is a band that scrolling back to what you were talking about earlier with Fred Durst bringing out. He brought out Stain. Stain obviously became really big.
Yeah.
And there was another band he brought out, and they were my favorite band of those bands, and they were a little band called Cold.
Cold?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
You've definitely heard songs.
I'm sure I've heard songs. You know what it is? It's like...
Do you remember Stupid Girl?
See, that sounds a lot like She Fucking Hates Me.
So
I know Stupid Girl from Garbage. Stupid Girl.
No. Yeah, that's a great fucking band. Dude, that song is fucking... Dude, that album was a fucking solid album.
Garbage?
Yeah, man.
That first one with like, I'm Only Happy When It Rains.
Yeah, dude, I love that fucking song. Dude, that
good album.
Great album.
I never like got super into Garbage.
Neither did I, but that album, I had that one album and it was fucking solid.
Yeah, I've been a hater since the 90s, you know. It's like if you like Garbage,
go ahead.
It's like, yeah. I get it. You like Garbage. No, because you're a garbage person, so it makes sense. Go fuck yourself. Go fucking wipe your ass with that pink cover.
The pink boa cover.
Yeah, the boa cover. No, honestly though, that's one of those albums where it's like, that's the only album that I know from them. I know obviously they came out with other shit, but like, it was another one of those albums that epitomized the 90s. You know what I mean? It's like you listen to it and it's like you can almost smell
dude, it transports you back
when
to
you
the
listen
90s.
to those.
Absolutely,
yeah, absolutely.
100%. Like,
yep.
I'm only happy it rains. I literally takes me right back to like whenever that album came out.
I thought she was hot in that video too.
She was at that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they like the redheads go past their prime really quick, so it's like you gotta get them all the time because the milk rots like really.
Oh my god, you're terrible! Oh shit!
You
just really say that, you nasty fuck?
It's just the truth.
So you were saying,
It just it the milk spoils fast. But yeah, man, dude, Cold was a fucking great band, dude. Like, and they kind of disappeared. Like, I mean, they're still around now, and they did come out with like another album, and they got back together again. But they kind of disappeared because everything went to Stained, and I don't hate Stained, but I don't love Stained. Like Aaron Lewis's cry, like that whiny fucking voice, annoyed the hell out of me.
Okay.
I just didn't like. In other words, it was one of those things where people loved him, right? And I get it. He had a good career with Stained. He had his solo career, his hillbilly fucking country music he does now, and he's very temperamental and capricious, and he's extremely fastidious with his audience, and they have to shut the fuck
Yeah.
up or they walk off the stage, and
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
crying. And it's like, and he just can't like that. Just that
Oh my
whiny
God, you
tone.
sound exactly like him.
Hey, if you don't stop talking, I will leave right now.
All the hey, stop it.
I fucking dude, Stain was cool. Like because
Yeah,
you
they
had
were.
Mike Muskock, whatever it is, the guitarist, great riffs. They had
What cock?
a
No,
Muskox
I'm
or
sorry.
something like that.
I'm sorry.
No, I think that's like something like that, right? But I just couldn't like. I felt like Cold should have gotten more.
Okay.
I
See,
mean,
like,
nothing really specific. It's just more push. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, dude, I mean, we all find bands that we like really like, and it's like, why didn't they get like what these other bands got? You know, it's like I was introduced to that band, Hotwire, that I showed to you.
oh, dude, and dude, to this day, I still thank you for showing me.
Dude, it's a great fucking album, but like, where are they now?
I know. I think
And
they only
I-
had the one or two, right?
Yeah,
think
and
they-
I found out about them years after that album came out. Like my friend, we were in FYE, and you know we were like walking through like the used music section. She just grabs the CD. She's like, "You ever hear of this band?" I'm like, "No." She bought me the CD. It was like you know it was used, so it was like
was the Routine? Is that what it was called again?
yes, the Routine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is weird, but it's fucking great.
Oh, dude,
And
so good.
dude, that album was from like what was it, like 2003 or something like
Yeah.
that? But it was like so 90s. You know what I mean? Like it was like it was indicative of the time, but it was also like it also brought you some of the stuff that you remember from the 90s and it made it so good because like they weren't by far a perfect band. You know what I mean? Like, but they made a perfect album.
Dude, it's a masterpiece. Like it really is. Like in my opinion, like because when you told me about it and I, put it in my
Yeah.
my YouTube, like my YouTube music, or whatever, and I played it. The moment the first song started, I went, I'm in. Like I'm like I'm locked and loaded because that's the
Yeah.
sound I love. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's such a perfect embodiment of it. And you look at like what I've told you many times. It's like when a decade starts, music and movies and just creations don't just automatically change. It takes a number of years to develop its own identity.
Yes.
So that's why, like in the 90s, the best part of the beginning was still the 80s influence because they were still finding their way. So when you look at like a band like that, where it's 2003, you said? Is that when the album came out?
Around that time, yeah. I think it was 2003, yeah.
You still, of course, are going to have that influence of the 90s because it's still like the 2000s are still spawning its own identity. But unfortunately, the identity never really came to be. You know what I mean? As a whole, like music kind of died as a whole in 2000.
Yeah, I think the 2000s just got kind of confused and didn't know where the fuck they were going with
It wasn't so much the new music because the new music kind of sucked, but it was the bands that was still out putting good music out. You know what I mean? And it's like that was like one of them. Like you look at that, like Hotwire, like that was the perfect like encapsulation. If you wanted like a good sound of that time of the late 90s, early 2000s, that's one of those bands.
Yeah.
And of course, they disappeared into obscurity, like so many good bands do. Like,
yeah, and I was really surprised when like because like you hear the song, you hear the music start out. It almost sounds like a garage band. It almost sounds like it was recorded in a garage, like that first
I
like
love that sound too.
guitar strum and like the just like the light drums and like the soft vocals and then just it's like whoa,
Such a great crunchy riff. Man.
What's going on here? Yeah, exactly. Good guitar sound, good vocals, like it was just such a
great album, dude. Yeah.
Like I said, imperfect band puts out perfect album. Like
Yeah.
everything about that album was just fucking great, beginning to end.
Dude, this
front to back album, 100%.
So many bands
100%.
disappear, man. 100%, bro.
100%, bro.
100%.
Album is 100%.
Dude, there was so many great bands that I have. They only have like one album, and that's it. All they put out, and it's like, man, if they were only still around now, I don't know if they'd be putting out good music, but it'd be nice to at least hear
Yeah.
more. You know?
Oh, dude, I mean, like, it was crazy to find out like the Toadies still put music out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, I know that, you know, Possum Kingdom was obviously on an album, but like,
Yeah. I don't know what though. Like,
yeah,
I just knew that song.
hate to say it, you know, same thing with like with Fastball, you know, like The
Oh
Way
my God,
and
Fastball.
you know,
Yeah.
and you know what's crazy? Like their biggest song, you know, was "Out of My Head," was I out of my mind? How could I have ever been so blind? Great song,
Great lyrics.
but it's like a minute and a half long. Yeah, because it's like there's one verse, two choruses.
It's
Done.
very formulaic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's ABC rhyming. It's like
Sometimes I
can't stand-
feel like I am drunk behind the wheel.
and it's a big deal.
The wheel, the wheel of possibility, wherever it may roam, or something like that.
I don't know. I know
And then
the
it's like
song,
two
but
choruses, and then game over. Song's done.
I fucking
And a solo.
cannot
you know.
stand ABC rhyming, man. It's
I get it, but you know what it is? I can get past the ABC rhyming when it comes to basically like the pattern of it. You know what I mean? Like the way they sing it to the music.
yeah. Oh, I'll agree to that. Absolutely. Like if the music's good enough and even the vocal arrangement is good enough, I'll forgive the ABC rhyming for the sake of the song because the song is good.
Because let's be real, if everybody just like said, "Well, these lyrics suck. I'm not listening to it anymore," nobody would be a Metallica fan.
No, nobody. Not a
Or
single
a police fan.
Ooh, yeah.
Or a police fan for that matter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean, listen, it's funny because you call it ABC rhyming. So
That's a term I call it. Yeah,
murder,
it's just
but murder by numbers is literally
ABC rhyming. Yeah.
ABC rhyming. Murder by
So
numbers.
he's the progenitor of ABC rhyming.
Murder by numbers 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABCs. That is literally ABC rhyming because he just rhymed the ABC with 1, 2, 3.
You just reminded me of the Brian Posehn song, "Metal
Like
by Numbers 1, 2, 3. This is the gay part with melody." You never seen that video?
No, but that's like Muppets to me. You know,
Well,
what I
that's
mean? Like,
the giant ghoul that is Brian Posehn. Fucking made one of the funniest fucking music videos ever. Like, and it's
oh my god.
don't get me wrong, he's hilarious, but he's a giant ghoul of a human being. Like, just, like he looks like he should be ringing a fucking bell, yelling "Sanctuary." The fucking dude is just
Sanctuary.
ding, metal by numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, see, yeah. No, you know what it is? Because like I'm drinking wine. I'm getting like a little
getting a little buzz.
I'm drinking wine. I'm getting and you got to do the whole
Box of wine.
You got to do the
Yeah. Long legs.
Now, trust me, I only
smooth
did that. I only
finish.
did that just to prove a point. Right now, I've been hitting the mute button because like even I don't like that sound. Like I hate eating sounds. It's like going back. It's like when when Mike and Lucas were like looking out the window,
Yeah.
and he's like chewing gum. He's like,
Yeah, that's right.
it's like, why are you chewing gum that loud?
Yeah.
Snipers chew gum. You're not a sniper.
Dude, I'm like, thank you, Mike. Thank you for being a voice of
I
reason.
know. And it's great that like they put that out there because like that's something that I can relate to. I hate the sound of people eating. It's the worst
Okay.
fucking sound ever.
One thing I want to add to that, because it's not even the sound, it's the visual. So you're not no, I'm telling you, it's so I know you're not a football fan per se, but you have
What's that?
football.
Well, you know, I'm a fan of European football.
Yeah,
you know?
the real football.
I'm sure you get those guys a lot. That's like when they do that shit. It's like, are you a fan of football? Well, European football. I believe you call it soccer.
Yeah.
Dick.
Dude, mouth breather.
Yeah, it's like they gotta let
Soccer.
you know. It's like, no, I'm a fan of the real football.
I'm real football.
Everybody else in the world calls it football except us.
But-
you go play egg ball. I'm
Egg
gonna play
ball?
football.
Oblong
gonna play football.
spheroid ball. How about that? But I was going to say this. So you have one of the most, for me, one of my most hated teams, the Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers. You have their special teams coach
Okay.
when they show them on the sidelines, because they'll show the coaches in the sidelines, like DC. Sometimes like the DC is usually up in like the booth, like. But the point I'm getting at is this: Steelers special teams coach he's known for this. Like they always show him. He always chews like a fucking like 8,000 pieces of gum. And he's like, and you always see him on the sideline, like, and he's sitting there like a fucking moron, like a bird, like by the water hole, like, and he's got his clipboard, and he's just going, "Nang, nang, 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 nang." And you can't hear it, but you can hear it in your head because you can just see the way his giant fucking jaws just flapping, and you just want to fucking rock him in the face. Like you just what you want to do is you want to break his jaw and then hold his mouth shut. So he has to swallow that fucking gum.
You know what I haven't had in a while? Big League Chew.
Yeah, Big League Chew. Dude, remember you pull it out? It's like, look, I'm like you.
Yeah, exactly. It was supposed to
I'm
be
chewing
like
tobacco.
Oh, dude, like I can't do it. Like I can't stand people who chew with their mouth open, chew and make that kind of sound.
Chew like a
It's
fucking
like,
pig in a trough, man. It's like, dude,
see, like, dude,
the worst.
It's like, how do you go out like that? Like, how can you be in a public area where people aren't necessarily watching you, but people could see you eating like a fucking slob? And what do we do with slobs? We fucking destroy them. We destroy the slobs. But it's like if I'm eating and I see you doing that shit, and it's like you got fucking like all this shit like pop floating around in your mouth. It's like close your mouth and eat. Stop being a fucking slob.
Stop being a slob. Dude, discretion is the better part of valor. So it's embrace it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how those people that do that can tolerate themselves. Because it's like you can hear yourself. You know you can. It's like,
dude, it's like
nung, 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 nung. Like, what?
Dude, it's
how
like
do you tolerate that?
Dude, it's like I said, like when you're home and it's like, you know, you're just chilling, you're relaxing, whatever. It's like you don't have anything to do. So maybe I'll shower a little later, but then you start smelling your own funk. You know what I mean? You might not do that, but it's like, you know, I'm home by myself. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna walk around naked. I'm gonna fucking sit down and, you know, like spread my ass cheeks on my couch because no one sits on it anyway. So I'm gonna just do my thing and be a fucking stinky bastard all day. But then at some point, you know, it gets to like the afternoon. It's like, okay, I've been up since like 6 a.m. It's noon now. And it's like, you smell your pits and you're like, oh, fuck this, man. I can't do it. Like you can't even stand your own. But people can take their smell. People can take
they love their own brand.
Yeah. You love that. You love your own brand.
Dude, it's funny.
Everybody loves their own brand.
It's funny.
I just did every I just did every Mike Myers character.
His one voice.
One line.
Everything.
His one voice. One fucking voice.
One trick pony.
Seriously. Yeah. But seriously though, it's like when you smell yourself and you're just like, yeah. It's like I can't even stand the way
I have to add to that.
I can't even stand the way I eat, you know?
You reminded me of a friend of mine I used to work with back in the hospital. And he said this comparison and I just died laughing then and I still remember it now. And I just remembered it as you brought this up.
Okay.
He talked about like you smell. He's like, you know, you scratch, and he's talking about you scratch your balls and you smell your fingers, and it smells like Funky Bravos. And I started dying. He compared his balls to Funky Bravos.
Dude, Bravo. Yeah, and that
you remember Bravos?
Because that's bootleg Doritos. So like that's
Timu
how
Doritos,
bad it smells.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how bad it smells. That it's
Funky
Doritos.
Bravos, and I died laughing. Like, smell like Funky Bravos, man.
Oh my god, dude! And your feet smell like fucking Dipsy Doodles. You know, it just happens.
Dipsy Doodles.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you smell like all kinds of corn chip right now. You smell like
barbecue corn chips.
You smell like plain corn chips. You smell like oversalted corn chips.
You smell like
and bootleg cheesy corn tortilla chips
and stale onion rings. You know the Wise onion rings.
The Wise onion rings. The Funyuns.
The Funyuns. Yeah.
Funyuns.
Funky
Fun
Bravos.
onions. Funky Bravos.
Didn't have like the fucking hat on the isn't that the little like the
original one?
Day,
yeah. When it had the little window on the fucking
the little opening,
yeah. And
Bravos.
I remember they had a red package which was just triangle nacho cheese, but there was also an orange package which was round nacho cheese. I always preferred the round ones. I don't know why, because it's like that's what they put. That's what they
stab
put,
yourself in.
That's what they put in the party mix.
Oh, the party
mix,
the round ones, yeah.
Party mix gets round nacho cheese chips.
The round ones definitely are appealing that way. Dude, those mixes, man. Like the
I
Chex
love them
mix and all this
shits.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about party mix is like it's always the cheapest thing on the chip shelf.
Yeah. Because
It's
everyone's
usually
invited.
yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, everybody paid their share to get in.
And it always comes in like
you
a
know.
clear barrel. Like the cheese puffs.
Either
Can I have a
clear
barrel, please?
Yeah, either a clear barrel or it's the only bag of chips on the shelf with a window.
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Look in.
So you can see what's going on inside. It's like you got the little pretzel wheel, pretzel sticks, regular pretzel twists. It's like, dude, like, you know what I mean? It's like when you get one of those like party mixes and there's like 3 or 4 different shapes of pretzels that taste exactly the same.
It's that Play-Doh factory syndrome. It's just like,
Yeah.
you get this
exactly.
type of thing. This one's in a different shape.
It's like going to Dunkin' Donuts. Like every donut tastes the same. Why are you picking one?
Oh yeah, the ass.
Just get a whole fucking box of glazed donuts.
The same shit.
It's like just pretend it's something else.
It's like Krispy Kreme. It's like, what is this? Glazed donut. What is this? Glazed donut with chocolate frosting. What's this one? Glazed donut with vanilla frosting. What's this one? Glazed donut with chocolate frosting, vanilla syrup, like
yeah,
cream
exactly.
inside.
What's this one? This is a Boston cream.
Yeah. And what's this one? Blueberry. So there is a difference.
Right. There's blueberry. Like, dude, people were so like crazy about that Dunkin' Donuts blueberry cake donut.
Oh, the cake donut. Yeah.
It's good, but it's like,
yeah, but it's, dude, you talking about Dunkin'?
Yeah.
Everything with Dunkin' is just stale as fucking, like, it's just,
yeah.
they don't make them anymore. So it's just all delivered
Yeah.
from whatever fucking, like,
I
street food
know.
factory, you know?
I know. Those old,
put out.
Those old time to make the donuts commercials used to mean something.
And you
now
used to
it's like,
smell them.
Time to deliver the donuts. You know, like it
Yeah.
doesn't have the same like ring to it. Doesn't have the same pop.
No, not at all.
You know, and Dunkin' used to be so much different back in the day because it wasn't just donuts. Like I remember, like they used to have like sandwiches. Like I got a croissant sandwich. I got a croissant sandwich, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Like they had like tuna salad, and I see chicken salad. I don't know what the fuck chicken salad was. I'm thinking it's like chicken cutlet and lettuce and tomato with like
salad.
No
salad.
It was basically tuna,
yeah,
but with chicken.
Do a chicken.
You know,
potentially.
I'm like, I'm eating it. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, you know what? Maybe I did say tuna. Maybe
did I say tuna?
Maybe they don't know the difference. You know. Then like I found out that like that's what chicken salad is. It's basically what tuna salad is, but with chicken, mayonnaise, chopped celery, and tomato, and
they're all in the same family of ass salad. So it's
exactly, and it's like as good as it could be from fucking Dunkin' Donuts. You know?
Yeah,
like,
dude,
you're not gonna get.
Did
fucking
you have the
gourmet
chicken salad from Dunkin' Donuts?
Oh my god, it's to die for.
I did twice,
dude. I remember me and you used to go, and it's like they had soup. They had soup, a soup and a sandwich, and like a coffee. Like, you know,
I'm not gonna lie,
sense.
soup and a sandwich is always a great combo.
Soup and a sandwich is always a great combo,
but not from
like
Dunkin'.
Dunkin' used to have it. Dude, we went there to like to do that. You're like, dude, they got soup and salad at this Dunkin'. We should go have some. I'm like, okay. They give it to you in like a plastic bowl. Like that was when Dunkin' actually gave you shit that you had to give back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, we do want that back, by the way.
It's like no, that you don't take that with you.
No, that's ours.
It's like
they had it on a string. Like if you walked out, they did.
Yeah, it's like we don't have soup to go because like
we don't have soup to go per se.
It's like if you go,
I could pour it in your hands if you want to cup your hands. I could pour it in there,
dude. It's like one of the things I remember like walking into a Dunkin' Donuts back in the day, like when I was a kid, is the cigarette machine. You remember the cigarette machines?
I don't even remember that. They had a cigarette machine.
Dude, it was a cigarette vending machine. So I just remember going into that Dunkin' Donuts and there was a cigarette machine.
Yeah.
A cigarette vending machine. You put your money in, you would pull the thing and the cigarettes would pop down. It's so crazy like when you think about how much shit has changed. Like when I was watching Stranger Things and like you know, Mike and Nancy are in the hospital and they got, you know, there's the coffee machine. Like you press the button, the cup comes down and pours the cup.
Yeah.
It's like, do they even make those anymore? Like I don't even know if that exists anymore. I know a cigarette vending machine doesn't, because like how are you gonna check for ID on that fucking thing?
Just stick it in. That's the dude,
scan your ID.
Those coffee machines, man. I mean, like 7-Eleven still has like a version of that, you know, by the coffee.
Yeah, but that's a little different because like you have to put your cup there yourself. This thing was like
Yeah, you're talking about
the
the
cup would drop
automatic. Yeah,
down, the cup would drop down, pour as much coffee as it thinks you need, and it's like, okay, you want coffee, you want milk? It was like that powder, like that coffee mate shit.
oh yeah, it's crap, dude. It's
Yeah,
the crudest fucking form of. It's like you want
yeah,
coffee, but you don't care about quality.
yeah.
That's like the same thing with Dunkin'. Do you ever? I mean, not Dunkin'. 7-Eleven. You go there, dude. The handful of times I've gone there, like where I'll go in there, it's like pumpkin spice latte, and you press it, and just 90% hot water, and then it's like a little burst of like the syrup, and I'm like, the fuck is this shit?
Oh, dude, like whenever I go to like one of those machines where like you can actually control it yourself, I'll press the button and it's like you could tell where like the where like the powder stops
Yeah.
and it's just water. I just move my cup and it just spills all
I
over
do
the place.
too,
I'm
but
like,
like
fuck
some
you.
of them are just you could tell they're out, like, and it's just nothing but hot
Yeah,
water the whole time, and I'm like, well, there goes this
yeah,
one.
yeah. And it's like, bitch, you're not charging me extra for. Oh, I saw you at the. No, it's water.
It's water.
Okay, I
Yeah.
look.
This is not
You
flavored
know,
seltzer. Like this is
like put
fucking.
your fucking hand, put your fucking hand under there and tell me what that is burning your fucking skin.
What's
Okay, tell me if that's coffee or fucking water. You fucking slob.
destroy, destroy. You must be
Destroy.
destroyed. You just made the list. Just that's all it is. The slob list. Got to destroy them.
Ah, it's just wild because like see like one of the things I it's like going back to Stranger Things. One of the things I like about it is like there is that nostalgia feel to it, but like they didn't go like too hard with it.
They didn't go too heavy. No, just a sprinkling. It was like you just kind
Yeah,
of throw it in there. They left it for people that didn't have to be part of that to really appreciate that element of it.
exactly. Because like there are certain movies or shows that are based like around the 80s and they will like toss as much fucking like nostalgia shit at you. And it's like it's almost like it's just to make you like the movie.
But it's also it comes off too contrived. It's like because it's like a super soaker. You know what I mean? It's like I get
Yeah.
it. You want to embody the 80s, and everything has to be
Yes.
market. It's become market horrors for it, and
Yeah. Yeah, it was like
I agree. There's some places
yeah,
that do that.
Like Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was like based
Right,
in
because
the
it was in
90s.
the 80s or 90s.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, it was in the 90s, but like, when she comes to Earth,
I was thinking the
first
Wonder
thing, it's
Woman.
like,
That's what I was thinking of.
oh, okay, yeah, but like but with Captain Marvel, first thing when she comes to Earth, she lands in a fucking blockbuster.
Yeah.
And then it's like, one fucking
Oh,
it's like, oh wow,
you
Blockbuster.
remember
I remember
Blockbuster?
that movie.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing with like Fear Street 1994, which was the first in like the trilogy.
Right.
I don't know if you saw that one on Netflix,
I
but like
haven't, but yeah.
I'll say 1978 was definitely my favorite one. And it's not just because Sadie Sink was in it, Maxine
Yeah, yeah.
from Stranger Things. Um it was more because it was a camp slasher.
That's right. No,
Slasher.
you're a sucker for the camp slashers.
Oh hell yeah,
That's
dude.
your shit.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in part one, 1994, it was like one like 90s song after another. And it's like, okay, we get it. It's the fucking 90s. Just tell the fucking story.
Yeah.
It's like, how many times someone who was in
Just
like
play
19
the fucking song.
it's like, I know, even flow, just play the fucking movie. It's like, I'm from the 90s. You know how many times I've heard that fucking song?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a good song.
I was with
Move
Eddie Vedder
on.
when he wrote it.
Oh, you know what? Can you play Creep for me again,
Yeah.
please?
8,000 more times.
Thank you. Haven't heard that 85,000 fucking times. Play me every fucking song, you know what I mean? Because it's like I said, guys like us, like guys who were like kids in the 80s, teens in the 90s, we love nostalgia. We love being reminded of the shit that we loved as a
Yeah, but
kid.
it's mindless self-indulgence. It's like that.
Exactly. And that's exactly it, because it's like, I totally get it what you're going for
Yeah.
here. It's like, yeah, you want people from the 90s to watch us and be like, oh my God, I remember. And yeah, we are like that, but it's like, okay, can you tell the fucking story now? It's like
Yeah.
you're playing 3 songs from that era, one after another. It's like, please.
I know. You're overflow. Dude, it's as I tell you many times, one of my favorite axioms, less is more. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
less
Yeah,
is
exactly.
always more. Like
We're gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I was there.
you don't need like yeah, I was there. We were
I was
there.
there.
Yeah.
I was there. It's like, trust me, I remember what a Blockbuster is. I remember who Radiohead is, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. Like, we were there when those bands first like came out.
You don't have to
It's
empty
like,
the entire magazine on me. Like it's like I get it.
Exactly.
Like
exactly. It's like, it's like, just, tell us the story. Add the songs later.
tell the story.
Yeah. Just Some people just go too hard with it. It's like, dude, we get it. Like, yeah, no, I love this song. I love Soundgarden. But please,
And it's funny you
enough.
said that though. We get it, but when people do that, you could tell they don't fucking get it.
Right.
It's like,
Because
no, you don't get it. It's like,
no, listen, pal.
yeah, listen, fuck.
I was there.
Yeah, I was
All right.
right.
I remember Pearl Jam.
I was there.
I remember when Faith No More was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh man,
I remember the live concert where Mike Patton farted into a microphone.
it's real.
It's real. It's real.
It's real.
Dude, that I rewound that like 5 times because like I was in disbelief. Because I rented that from Blockbuster. Like that
Yeah.
was cool too. Like there was a music section.
Dude, Mike
You
Patton
could
was the
rent
best,
people.
though.
Yeah, you can rent concerts. You can rent video, like music videos, like 2 of 1, cliff them all, you know. And they had the Faith No More concert. I'm watching it, and he's like standing there, just holding the microphone, farts in the microphone, and it almost seemed like he sniffed it too. I don't know if he was just breathing in because he was like out of breath from moving so much, but he's like, "That was real."
Yeah.
It's like it's in the foam of my microphone, and my God, does it
embedded
smell
in
good?
it.
My God,
Smells
does it
wunderbar.
does it smell heavenly?
Dude, he
I
was
wish I could squeeze this into a glass and drink it.
like my wine.
Exactly, with nice legs and a prolonged
Finish.
What about the booty?
Yeah, what-
No,
dude, Mike was the fucking like Mike Patton was awesome, man.
dude, and it's crazy because like you know when you're not a singer, when you don't sing, and you hear people who you like you hear sing and you love their vocals or whatever, and you find that like you found out people are like that they tell you it's like their biggest influence was Mike Patton, and you're just kind of like really. And then you listen to their music again, to Faith No More's music again, or anything that Mike Patton is on, and you're just like, oh, okay, I get it.
Dude,
I get it.
Absolutely, man. I fucking love Patton, man. Like,
Dude was
Mike
one of the
fucking
most-
best. I'm
one of
actually
the
saying
most
like he's dead,
versatile
like he's still
vocalists.
alive. But I mean,
Right.
he's still his voice is still like top notch. He can
Dude,
still hit
I mean,
everything.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, back in the 80s with, you know, The Real Thing, he had that like higher pitch, like back and forth, I swear. And I can't do it now. But like there was that. And then, you know, when you listen to like, what was
King
his
for a
name?
Day,
Angel
Fool for a
Dust.
Lifetime. Oh,
Yeah,
Angel
yeah,
Dust,
King
yeah.
for a Day, Fool for a Life. It would be wrong to ask you why. You know, dude,
He's a major
dude's
influence on
incredible.
me, man. Like, cause like like my favorite singer of all time is Chris Cornell,
Yeah,
and
okay.
then next is Mike
That
Patton.
makes sense.
You know what I mean? So
Okay.
now Chris Cornell, I don't share the same type of voice, but he just was such an inspiration to me. You know,
Dude,
Mike Patton, I share. I have similar screams to him, like when I do like the high pitch scream
Oh.
and stuff like that. So
right.
Mike Patton stylistically was more like my style that I did, but
Yeah.
I fucking do. Chris Cornell was the fucking just a god among men. Like
Absolutely.
vocally.
But when it comes to Mike Patton, it's like he was one of the like when you think about it, he's like one of those like singers that was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking do this, see how it sounds.
But he was an experimenter. That's what I loved.
That's
about
what I'm
him.
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He experimented.
He had
and he just
such a set of pipes that he could do whatever the fuck he wanted. You know?
exactly. And you know, there's a band that you and I speak of numerous times. Band called Donnybrook, who later became
Fuck yeah.
who later became Red Cloud Revival. And
Correct.
you know, their first EP, Bleeding the Grain.
Great
fucking album.
Hidden
Phenomenal.
gem. Nobody knows
Yeah.
it, but it's one
Yeah.
of the greatest fucking albums. Like,
If anybody gets a chance to look up, you know, see like because there is that band that got signed, which is the reason Donnybrook had to change their name.
the hardcore band, yeah,
To-
not the
yeah,
hardcore
yeah.
band, not the for those watching,
not the hardcore band.
Not-
Not
yeah.
you know,
Nothing
you might
against
not
them.
find them on iTunes or anything like that. But if you go back to like Bleeding the Grain, what was it?
You have to
7-song
specifically
EP?
look it up, and you have to see that dead deer
Yeah.
on the cover, like with the picture.
Yes,
It's
that whole EP, and there was another one that came out after it, and I don't know what the name of it was. It was like a 17-song
Oh, you told me about
album.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even have that one. I
A
just
lot of
yeah.
great shit on that record, and it was like a copy that was given to me, so I don't know the names of all the songs. but like great fucking album. And they were saying Josh, the lead singer from Donnybrook that later became Red Cloud Revival, that his biggest vocal influence was Mike Patton.
Yeah.
And when you listen to him and you listen to Mike Patton, it's like you get it.
Yeah.
Obviously he doesn't sound exactly like him.
No, but you get the nature of experimentation, like the way he would go to deep end.
Yes, and that was one of the beautiful things about Josh's vocals, was that like he was very experimental.
Yes.
It wasn't so when I look at guys like, Mike Patton, Josh from Red Cloud Revival, it's like these guys, like, they don't give a fuck. It's not about like to me, it's like when I listen to them sing, it's not like, all right, if this doesn't work, we'll do. No, it's like, no, this is gonna fucking work, and we're gonna do it this way. You know what I mean? And I'd seen Donnybrook, a couple of times
Yeah,
before
we've
they
seen
changed
it.
their
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, I changed before they changed their names to Red
We
Cloud
hung out with
Revival.
them one night. It's
Dude, exactly, man. And dude, I even got to play a gig
That's
with
right,
them when
you
they
did,
became
yeah.
Red Cloud. Yeah, yeah. And dude, like they were such a great band, man. Totally still look up to them.
so tight live, man. Like they were so
Oh my
fucking
God,
dude,
dude,
especially
like
with the tribal drums and everything they would do. Like
yeah, dude. The first time I saw that band,
phenomenal, man. Like
yeah, and it's like I wish people knew who we were talking about.
and I wish they actually would have gotten big from that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
because they changed their sound, like
they did, but they were still so fucking tight live. Like they did their own version of I Put a Spell on You. I put a spell on you. Oh, you're mine. I mean, like, just picture Josh singing that, and it's exactly what you would expect it to be with that band doing it. And it was just fucking phenomenal.
so good, dude.
Great fucking band.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I missed that time, man.
I missed them
that
as
time.
Donnybrook too, because like when
too.
I
Me
discovered
too.
them on YouTube, I'm like Red Cloud Revival. I'm like, it's not a bad name, but like Donnybrook was just a fucking great name for it.
Well, I mean, like I get it. Because they were very in tune with like the whole Native American aspect of everything, and very spiritual, very, I get it. And again, great fucking dudes, man. Like got to play a fucking show with them and hang out with them and shit. And it was just like, you know what I mean? It's like, whenever we used to play, when my band used to play, like my singer would give me a moment on the microphone, and I said exactly this. I was like, it's very rare that you get to play a gig with a band that you're actually a fan of.
Yeah.
I want to give it up for Red Cloud Revival. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause like that's exactly what it was. I was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe we're on the same stage tonight, So that was really fucking cool. Like they were such a great,
it's really
fucking
sublime,
band.
dude. To just have that.
Yeah. Donnybrook / Red Cloud Revival. It's one of those bands that, like, obviously we would do the whole Jeff Goldblum thing, be like, I knew them when they were playing at fucking CBGB. I knew them when they were playing Don Hills. I played a gig with them back. Of course I would do that. I would totally be that guy. I played a gig with those guys.
That was us.
But like if they made it big, I would be like so happy, because like their music obviously would be more accessible.
Right.
And I would, not that my word has anything to do with anything that they do, but I would be so fucking proud of them because they totally deserved it.
Yeah. And I wish they would have made that fame with the sound that they cultivated from that first EP, Bleeding the Brain.
It was so unique.
Like I was a little disappointed that they tried to be more commercial. It's like, no, just be you. Be you. And I get it. Like, trust me, I get it. Dude, we were both bands. I didn't want to go to the corporate route. That's why I ran away from certain bands that I was in. But it's
fair.
Because your whole point is you're trying to make it, right? And some people just don't think about the fine print. You're trying to change. I don't want to change my sound. Like it's like I want to play what I want to play, and I don't want to have to play what I don't want to play just so I can get in and.
Yeah, because this was also the early 2000s, and there were so many bands that like were experimenting. I mean, like System of a Down was a wild band when they,
especially
when they first
at the very beginning,
yeah, and it's like you listen to like Serge's vocals, and it's like another guy. It's like if it doesn't, it's like I'm gonna do it this way, and it's gonna sound fucking awesome.
It's that
fucking
like
perfect,
that kooky operatic type of yeah.
Dude, I remember being in our old drummer's basement.
Yeah,
and he played System of a Down 1, and I'm like, what is this? I'm in love with it,
dude. I remember my first introduction to it was at that Slipknot show. Before the bands even played, we're standing in there and they're playing songs from that album, and I'm like,
oh, so you
who is this?
So Did you get to see System of a Down play?
No. They were just playing, like, like before a show starts, they're playing music
while they're
and,
playing
like,
CDs or whatever.
like it's like DJ time, so to speak.
Yes.
So they were playing. I could, and I was like, "Who is this?" Like, I had no idea who this was, and I was asking around, and somebody was like, "Oh, this is System of a Down," and that's when I later on bought that album. I was like, "Dude, that first, I still stand by it. That first album was the best album.
Best album, best fucking album. Toxicity.
It's great.
Follow up.
Great album.
Toxicity was a perfect follow up to that album.
Nothing like that first album, dude. That
nothing
first
like
album
the first
was
album, dude. People is totally my favorite
same.
song.
So,
on that
dude,
album.
the all time
Fucking
favorite
man.
song.
Salute to that, man.
Absolutely, man.
Because it is such a unique,
that was my favorite song of that album. It's the second I heard it, I was like, this is a song. I was like, have a favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was a simple song. It was like a carnival song.
Yes. And it was,
Ooh, like,
dude, it's classic. I fucking love, like, I herald them at that period, and I don't hate the stuff that came out later. It just doesn't have the same character to me. Like, I just love that first album. Before they got big, I was like, that was such a great album.
Their second album though was a great follow-up. I love Toxicity.
Would never shit on it. It's not the same to me. It's like, I just doesn't have the same heart as like,
fair. That's fair.
That first album, just there was something, in a band when you're hungry and you're really creating something different.
Yes.
And it's like, then you get big and then you're creating good stuff, but it just didn't have this, for me, I'm purely speaking for me, didn't have that same originality or fire. It was just more of like a commercialized version of it. And it was good. Like, Toxicity was good. I would never dispute that. But there's something really special about that first album.
Oh, dude, totally, man. Shake your spirit, Shakespeare.
That they've never replicated, like, in my opinion. Like, it just never... it's like lightning striking. You know what I mean? They never could. It never struck twice.
Because you know how I felt like after a while, it felt like they got to a point where they could just put out anything and people will eat that shit up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're getting to a later point, which I agree. The ego of them, they tried less and they just came out with half-ass stuff.
See, like, that's the thing though. It's like, do you think it was the ego or do you think it was to prove a point?
Could be both.
You know what I mean? Being the type of band that System of a Down is, do you think it was because, like, oh, you know what, we could put out anything now and people will buy it? Or is it like, we could put out anything now and people will buy it? It's like, let's test that theory, No, and they
totally,
just put out some. They put out some ridiculous, like, songs that I was like,
completely
okay.
plausible.
It's like,
absolutely,
yeah. It's like, okay, this song's a little ridiculous, and it kind of hit me right away. I'm like, is it really because they know people will buy this shit and they're just trying to prove it to themselves? It's like, look, we could put out anything and people will fucking eat this shit up.
I mean, dude, we obviously don't know them, so we can only speculate.
And exactly.
But it's totally plausible. Absolutely.
That's just what it felt like. And I'm like, I feel like these guys are like making fun of us. Like, they're looking at everybody. It's like, okay, I'm gonna write this song. All right, first line, my cock is much bigger than yours. And then you're gonna respond to me, my cock can walk through the door. Let's see what kind of response we get from this. Fucking sells platinum, whatever. Yeah. I'm not saying it definitely did, but people eat that shit up because it's like, it's a funny line. But do you love it because it's a funny line, or do you really love the song?
Yeah.
So I feel like it really just kind of plays on the people like, hey, you're a little ridiculous if you think this song is fucking like a masterpiece,
But I mean, if, like, let's for the sake of argument here, let's say that they were doing it in that regard, you know what I mean? Like, to prove the disparity of what it is as far as authenticity and just writing something, there's the lack of consciousness that people establish, it's like, people are just programmed to buy and consume. So it's like, you look at that aspect. If they did it, they did a perfect job. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, cause you look at the new shit.
Absolutely.
It's okay, but it's like, like, there you go.
Definitely.
I knew you were reaching for something.
Yeah, it's like, what's he doing?
Consume, obey, conform.
Proving the point, exactly.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Well, because it's so easy to, like, hear certain lyrics and just be like, that's funny. I got to buy this album.
Because even if they're trying to prove the point internally, they still did a great job because they proved their point.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like
Very
they didn't
much
have to
so.
necessarily go out and say, "Yeah, see, we told you we're just going to make anything." But it's at the same time is like I can only presume, and this is a gross presumption because you don't know, but you only presume ego is always involved because when you become big, a lot of these guys' egos inflate massively.
Well, when I saw System of a Down in concert, it was at Ozfest 2006. They weren't like they didn't really talk to the crowd.
Yeah.
They didn't say anything. They just played their set. Great fucking set. Great live. They played very well live. Played their set, and they were done. Great show. And that was like when they took they took a pretty long hiatus after that one. Back in 2006. There was also I also saw Disturbed at
My
that
condolences.
Ozfest. Yeah, dude, exactly, man.
I'm sorry.
Like-
For anybody that loves Disturbed, do you? I'm not a fan.
Dude, me neither. I mean, like, I bought the first album. I liked some of the stuff on it. But like
I didn't.
that's fair, and that's fair. Shout, let it all out.
Love that song. Did not care for that version.
Dude,
That's
okay. I'm gonna get into that song in a minute, but like David Draymond,
yeah.
he's one of those guys, like when he gets on the microphone, it's like, dude, just sing the songs and just go. Because like at the time, kindly leave. Like, I think that he should have done what System of a Down did and just play the songs and go. Because he was just kind of like, war is bad and you can't have war because war is no good. So we're going to try and stop
The
war.
oversimplified
And
thinking.
war is bad. Yeah, exactly. It's just like
the rudimentary frame of thought. Like, war
Dude,
not good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, I love Santana. Not very good on the microphone.
Oh, God.
Not very good on the
Just play the
microphone
guitar.
when he's talking. Yeah. Dude, I saw him live. Great fucking show. And
He's
but it's like
talking.
once he gets on,
So I went to no mas, just play.
yeah, but exactly. It's like he'll get on the microphone and be like, I just want you to know that we're doing a good show and
Today, Junior.
yeah, exactly. And dude, I love Carlos Santana. I love him, and he, like I said, great fucking show. Just keep the microphone away from him. Don't talk to him. I think we could bring this to a close. What do you think, homie?
I agree.
Sounds fantastic.
I concur.
All right. Well, I'm Giuseppe,
And I'm Storm.
and we're done. Peace out.
Laters.
Dude, for real, thank you so much for joining us. And now that this episode has come to a close, if you really like what you heard, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies. Maybe they'll hate us as much as you hate them. Point is this, we really appreciate you stopping by and hope you come back for future episodes. Thank you so much. Peace!